I think we're live.
Are we live?
You think we're live?
I
Or
hope so.
Holy cow. The pre-show was nuts.
Kind of sorry we missed recording that.
I know we should have. Anyway, though, hello, Whiskey Heads. I'm Rob.
I'm Mike.
And this is the Whiskey Game's Last Bourbon Review. And if you cannot tell, we have a full freaking house tonight. We've got a lot of whiskeys to try. We have a couple of craft cocktails from Kati here from Hotel Tango. We have Pope, we have Guitarlos, and then us. We got Skanky J back here off camera.
Skanky J over there on the side.
So yeah, it's a full house tonight. I'm sure it's going to be a great show.
is the air conditioning on? Because it doesn't feel like it's on.
We'll turn it on.
But yeah,
I can do that from my phone. How about
Nice.
we have a good show tonight. Again, a couple of craft cocktails.
Just one. I only brought one
You
cocktail.
only brought
today.
one?
One cocktail.
That's
today.
right there.
that? Look at the bottles on the bar.
She
That's-
told you that
We brought
pre-show.
bottles.
Yeah, we have just a couple of bottles. One in particular that's really got my eye. We'll talk about that when we get to it.
Can we put this one in the middle? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, some good a good cocktail. And then after that, I think we're just gonna sit around and drink and shoot the shit like we normally do. So
Well,
Happy
okay
Whiskey
then.
Sunday.
Oh, by the way, what's that on your mic boom over there? I want to know.
that is an awesome birthday gift that I got from you and your lovely wife.
You gotta show it off, man.
Can we switch to the bar camera quick? And
No, we're still charging the computer.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, here, I'll hand that to you. We'll let the crowd see.
What is it?
That's my mascot. Since everybody knows that sometimes I get up to go to the restroom. It's not because I have a small bladder. It's because it fills
Sometimes?
quickly.
Yeah.
All the time.
It
Mini
fills
bladder.
quickly.
Three times at least a show, man. I mean, you should have that looked at, seriously.
Well, that's what I hear. I mean, I go every year to get my blood work and all that. Same fine.
I'm not a doctor, but I'm willing to take a look.
How big are your hands?
Maybe you should
Too big.
stop after your dentist to look at it. I don't know.
Too big. Anyway.
But we have some of this. I don't know what is this,
There is
Katie.
this, and I don't know what this is. I was going.
Well, no, that's because you were doing your
I was doing my
you were
thing.
doing your other social instead of being social. Mm-hmm.
So this is our signature bourbon. Real quick, for those of you, I know the guys have been so great to showcase Hotel Tango on the show before. But if you've never heard of us, there's no hotel. The name comes from the military alphabet. Our founders are Hillary and Travis. Right after September 11th, Travis wanted to do more, so he signed up with the Marines. He did 3 tours overseas in Iraq. And on his 3rd tour, he got hurt pretty bad with a traumatic brain injury. So he was medically discharged and with a lot of honors. Once he got back up on his feet, he started going to law school where he met Hillary. And she was a licensed pilot, so she understood the military alphabet already. So they nicknamed each other Hotel and Tango while they were dating in college. Years later, when they were able to open the distillery, isn't that perfect? So years later, when they could open the distillery, they felt that was the perfect name to kind of honor their background. And you'll even see, like, our bottles are shaped like canteens, and a lot of our signature stuff says ready to drink. It's a play on the meals ready to eat, just kind of bringing all of our background in together. So that's Hotel Tango. I'm Katie, a lead mixologist for the company. I've been with them for a while, and I love them dearly. So I brought some stuff
We
to
love
play
them
with
dearly.
today.
Incredible.
We
So,
all do.
what do we have in the glass right this second?
So this is our signature bourbon. This one right here.
Can we get somebody to hold that one up to the
Rich,
so everybody
is
can
like
see?
Vanna White.
Yes, we love it.
Showcase that thing, boy.
Showcase it. Come on, man.
So this is like
Yeah.
our claim to fame. This is, like our mark on the map kind of thing. This is, the guys are making this all the time. So it's something that we regularly have. It is a straight bourbon. It's been aged for 2 years. The mash on it is 67.5% corn, 12.5% wheat. 5% barley, and 15% rye.
Okay.
So we use all 4 of your major grains
Yeah.
that you would think of in whiskey, and so I feel like that gives it a nice, like, well-rounded kind of flavor
what proof
profile.
does this come in?
This is 90 proof, 45%.
So that's why we have a professional down here tonight.
I mean, I've never gotten so much information about what I'm getting ready to drink.
She answers. Well, I tell you, it clings to the glass.
And it's
It's a little oilier than I thought it would be for a 2-year, but it smells good.
and
It's got a good spice on
so
it.
that's something that I really like about
Yeah.
this. I feel like
Yeah.
this proves,
Yeah.
you know, age statement is important, but if you've got the right mash, it doesn't have to be aged a super long time to still have a good feel to it.
The front end is very smooth for a 2-year. And like Pope said,
Yeah.
it's got a nice little spice on the back end.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's got that rye in there, but there's a bit of honey in there as well.
Yeah. I'm getting honey too. I'm
Yep.
getting like honey sweetness from it.
I pick up some nice caramel from like that high corn content,
Yep.
but the high rye in it has that spice that kind of brings down the super sweetness that you're looking at too.
That's
Kind of. I joke that this is a baby bourbon.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're trying to get into the world of bourbon, this is a good one to start with, you know, because
Phone.
it just kind of hits all the spots rather than being in your face with one thing or
There's
another.
not much heat to it
No,
at
you
all.
don't- You don't get a harsh.
You don't get a real
Kentucky
you don't get the Kentucky hug. No, it's
That's very true.
There's been some two-year bourbon that it hurts
They
all
bite.
the way
It
down.
hurts from start to finish. You open the
Yeah.
bottle, you're already bad decisions.
You guys ever had mellow corn? Tell you
Oh.
right now.
well, dude. I mean, I grew up corn
not as
beer,
mellow
man.
as you would think.
Seriously, corn beer. That was my grandfather. That was my first introduction into any really kind of alcohol was
I gotta give him a
production was corn beer.
Yeah.
That's
Yep,
Pepe.
and they'd make it with sweet corn.
His name is
And,
Pepe.
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 That's when you knew you grew up in a rural area.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
I grew up in rural Kentucky, so there was a lot of extras out there, but
Mhm.
definitely the
Right out
corn
there
beer,
in good old Harlan County.
not that far out.
The other thing that I really like about this bourbon specifically is that it's on my side of things. You guys all know, like, I'm crazy about cocktails and everything. This is a nice bourbon that works well in any kind of whiskey cocktail I've ever tried. You know, like there are some whiskeys that are really good in old fashions, but aren't going to have the right sweetness for a whiskey smash, or they've got that sweetness that you love for a whiskey sour, but it's like a little too much for an old fashioned.
Like
This
older
is-
whiskeys and stuff, there's a lot more smoke and a lot more oak,
Yeah,
and that can be overpowering for like a craft cocktail. Not
Exactly.
certain ones that would work,
but not all of them.
Yeah.
And this one, I feel like kind of works into all of them.
Yeah.
So the P&G special that you made,
Yeah.
did that have this in it?
Well,
Because
funny enough, when I heard you all were going to be here today, that is what I prepped.
I know that, bro. Woo, yeah.
I didn't want to tell you ahead of time.
Oh,
It's a surprise.
I'm very excited. I was excited knowing you were coming to make something really good today, but
So
that's
I
even
believe
better.
That is the reaction you were looking for.
So for anybody that doesn't know, let's explain what the P&G special is to the audience.
So I created a cocktail a few years ago at this point, and the very first time
Over
that
3 years,
at least,
because
yeah.
that was when you first made it for us.
Well, actually, the first time I met you guys, or the first time you played for Hotel Tango, you had told me that you had tried this drink, and we no longer had it in the tasting room
Right.
because we quit making that syrup. It was on the seasonal menu before. So I threw together something quick that was close to it, so that I could make you guys a drink that I knew you would love and everything. And it just kind of grew from there. We've now got it back on the menu. So when you guys show up for the 10-year anniversary,
Yep.
We'll have the P&G drink. It is actually called the Sour Ugly Truth. It's not
appropriate.
Absolutely. You guys don't know that.
I'm truthful, and you're sour and ugly.
Oh yeah, yep. That's what I hear all the time too. True.
How early in the night?
It was named before I met you guys. I swear. It's not actually on the menu, but we have all the stuff in the tasting room to make it, so we can still make it for you guys. But that's why I brought the ingredients to make it for you today.
Awesome.
And it is made with this signature bourbon.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
going to be the next thing I do.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, it is beyond tasty, and it is way dangerous. And I believe that it might even be the reason why it is the rich 2-drink max Guitarlos.
Okay.
I can see that. I can see that.
All of a
that makes
sudden, I'm like, dude, you still got to play.
How is our bartending? Are we at a point? Do you think we could use it?
What happened to it?
Well, the computer died, but it has to plug into the port where the computer charges.
Oh, gotcha.
Is it this one?
Yep, yeah, that one.
But it looks like
It looks like it's well, we'll fix it.
It looks like it is. But
okay.
it's got that wide
Okay,
angle
that's for later.
fisheye. But you may have to adjust it. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll figure it out. Are you going live with it?
I'm gonna try.
Here, what do you need, man?
Technical.
You need this. Here, you need
there
that.
it is. Yeah,
Oh, see,
that's the one.
I got to take him to raise, dude. Got to take him to raise.
Yeah. Somebody's got to go.
Well, you've been literally mixing for years now.
So that's what that's used for.
I mean, creation.
Not what I thought.
I mean, let's face it. Let's just go on
Me
record
neither.
right now with saying that
Well, yeah, you know.
you know that's not bartending. I mean that is a craft.
I like
That
it.
is an art. That is science. That is magic.
Thank you.
It's all of it,
Well,
man. And I'm telling you,
Never mind.
right?
You may need to move that camera back a little bit. It's moved.
Yeah, it's gonna come up.
I do. I love that I
Wait a minute.
have.
You got to get her in there.
I think he's
Um,
gonna have to hold the whole time.
Right?
Well,
Look, we thought of this
pinch
20
it up.
minutes before we did this. All right.
That's true.
Nope, it's gonna hold. This is you don't get any more professional than this here, folks.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, baby.
You should probably wipe my
Bada boom. Look at
I
that.
got smudgy fingerprints on it. You gotta
Don't breathe
tissue?
too heavy. Oh, don't
Had
breathe
to
too
say
heavy.
it.
Take 2 minutes.
Don't breathe too heavy. I'm afraid I'm gonna break it and then I'll be in trouble. I mean, that contract I had to sign just to even get on here.
If you break that one, I'll just bring the other one.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna fuck it right up.
He's going to try to clean it, and then we're going to have to redo it all.
Yeah, because I had it fixed just right, and she's in the middle of actually
Somebody-
doing her job.
Foaming at the mouth.
There we go.
Just hold on to it.
Look how much better that looks.
All right. Well, I got my meat hooked up on it. So what are you complaining about? So tell us what you're doing here. What's going on?
All right.
Because it looks complicated.
So forget the first 5 steps and just follow us through what we didn't miss.
I mean, I do want to say thank you, Pope, for, I love the title mixologist because I feel like it's, like a line cook and a chef. It's both jobs are super important, and most of the time they don't translate to the other. I feel like bartending and mixology that's kind of like the same deal.
Well, you don't just mix drinks. You come up with drinks and invent drinks.
Yes, I make a lot of recipes.
Now come on, seriously. You've been to very, prestigious places that other mixologists around the country, right? So don't be selling yourself short, because I know you have. Like, not everybody gets invited to go to these things, right? I mean, you've got to be at the top of your game, right? So what's the last one you went to?
I just 2-3 weeks ago, actually, when you were down in Tennessee, I believe, was the same weekend. I was in Kentucky for the Bourbon Women of America conference.
I saw that, and I saw some of the bourbon that you got to drink. When I tell you my level of jealousy went off the charts.
Yeah, I don't blame
Because
you.
there were some fantastic bourbons that you were drinking down there, and I'm like, I'll never get to drink that in my life.
Not only that, but I met the Van Winkle triplets, Pappy's great granddaughters that now they're very involved in the
Run the
company,
Pappy Van Winkle,
and
yeah.
Unreal.
amazing. But yeah, Old Forester birthday bourbon, that is something I try to make it to Kentucky. I'm usually in Kentucky at least once a year, so I've been lucky enough to be able to try birthday bourbon every year since 2019. And
So they recently released, they recently had the drawing for this year's release. Naturally, I've tried it every year since. Never won. Got the disappointing email this year again.
Sorry,
yeah. Unfortunately, you were not selected for this year's birthday bourbon chance to buy.
But now, wait a minute. You wasn't this past summer? Didn't you won a drink contest?
yeah,
Right?
in April.
See, why you?
Yeah.
April, I won Best Bartender of Indy.
Yes. What? Yes.
Congratulations.
Dude, you guys, I'm telling you, whatever you're paying her to be on the show tonight,
It's not enough.
It's got to be
Not enough.
It's got to be at least 5 times what you're paying me and Guitarlos.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know what? Yeah, I agree.
I believe there was a bar in a fitness club in Greenfield that was flipping the bill for that tonight. Isn't that?
Tonight was sponsored by Jay's Gym.
Like a charity thing. This is all non-profit type stuff. To cut the
Wait a
power.
minute. What? Hey, you're not trying to roofie us, are you? You're not putting Joe Cosby out there or something. It's in a blue bottle with a squirter on
I
it.
guess we'll find out in about an hour.
I'm going to put my pants down.
No, so that is saline water. Kind of like Bill Cosby's secret weapon. Saline water is my secret weapon for cocktails. So this drink has a lot going on with it. There's a lot of flavors going on. Bourbon is the base. So I do 2 ounces. If you watched me, I was actually doubling up the whole recipe, so don't count my pours. But bourbon is the base, our signature bourbon that we make. And then I muddled 3 blackberries for each drink. And it gets about an ounce of a key lime simple syrup that I made.
Okay.
And 3/4 of an ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. And that is big for me. You always have to have fresh ingredients. That's what that crazy nutcracker was. It was cracking lemons.
You got to drink healthy.
With the lemon.
Right. It kills all the other stuff.
I mean, citrus in general just kind of like as soon as you cut it or squeeze it, it oxidizes.
Yeah.
So when you're buying lemon juice from the store, it's got preservatives in it and it's going to change the flavor altogether.
Mhm.
It's one of the
So
most aromatic type things and
Oh.
sours too.
Wait a minute. Now just hold your horses. Watch what's coming. Wait a minute. I'm gonna get these out of the way. Watch what's coming here.
Telling you right now, I'm ready for this thing.
I am so excited about. I can't tell you. I am so excited. I mean, look at this thing. What were you stabbing with this? I mean, that looked like a
That's how
death
you-
tool.
You don't want to know.
Blood
how
on it.
you break up the blackberry.
Oh, okay.
There's lots of jokes.
Lots of things. Nope. PG, right? PG.
Probably gonna get some sort of Facebook complaint or something.
I'm sure,
Yeah.
We're gonna get shadow.
Oh.
So the
Like,
whole
sorry,
reason
Katie,
you got to kind of cut these in half since I doubled them up. You want to get the foam just right. But the whole reason I put saline in it is because, like I said, there's a lot of things going on in this drink. We've got the bourbon, blackberry, key lime, and lemon. And egg white, because that's how you make a proper whiskey sour.
You put egg whites in this?
Yes. A proper whiskey sour needs to have egg whites. That's how you get this beautiful
froth.
foam color that
Were
I'm
you not
working
paying
on.
attention?
I'm all over the place right now.
Yes, you are, sir.
Well, there's 12 different bourbons in front of me, and this is happening.
Concentrate, Rob. Concentrate.
Man,
And he's got a pee, so it's
me.
dynamic. It's just,
I mean, yeah, we understand, man. We understand.
The saline solution really kind of helps bring out every single one of those flavors.
I tell you right now, the camera.
I'll hold it up here in a minute.
I know that camera also is not going to do justice to color.
Oh, look at that.
I've prepped some
Whoa.
nice garnishes.
The
for
color
you.
on that cocktail right there.
Man,
is-
I could kill you with this cocktail.
I
I'll
wish
tell you right now.
I'm going forward by
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
bad.
Look at
Cheers.
that.
Cheers.
That is gorgeous.
Thank you.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
Here, let me hold this up real quick. Where's it at?
Let's
Oh, you're
get you
up top.
guys
Oh,
ready.
right here. Look at this thing.
Yeah, we'll come on back.
Oh,
there.
look at this. Woo! Cheers to you, Guitarlos.
Unreal. Look at that.
Mm.
That is a gorgeous cocktail.
The Hotel Tango P&G show special,
Wow.
courtesy of Katie Larson and Hotel Tango
It's been a
Fletcher
while.
Place.
Oh
It's
my
almost
gosh.
like a commercial.
Incredible.
It's almost like a commercial.
It's almost like they paid me to do that.
Delicious.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yes, thank
Oh,
you.
my
Too
pleasure.
poor to pay you.
Oh, see, and then right here. Oh, look at this. Mm. Mm.
Gonna save that for a little bit.
Mm. Oh no, you're up. Oh my God.
Lemon
Hey,
peel
good
and
job,
all.
Okay, I am a good bartender,
good
but I'm a
fiber.
messy bartender.
But it's a bar, so it's meant to be clean.
Yeah.
True.
Mm.
Story of my life. For you, Rob?
That's all right. When we're done filming, we'll let you come back and clean all this too.
Understood.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I did not get you.
Would you like to use this? I'm feeling a little woozy.
Make it count. Just get it over with.
So we're taking applications for a new co-host, Nick.
All I'm going to tell you is cheers and thank you to Hotel Tango, because this is just, it's amazing, and I'm stoked.
Oh my.
Cheers to you, sir.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
Sirs.
Mm.
Ma'am.
Cheers.
Thank you.
The P&G
Thank
special. Ladies, right here in the flesh, ladies and gentlemen.
It's
What's funny about this is this is a cocktail I created so many years ago that like it's, you know, if you've seen any of my award-winning cocktail getting best bartender of Indy had miso paste in it, and I like to use curry. These like really weird out of the box flavors.
It's sweet.
So this
it's
is like one of my
tangy.
classics.
There's bitterness, there's tanginess, there's sweetness, there's fruitiness.
did you try it?
I did.
You get the bourbon, like that's an all around just.
Okay.
I mean,
It-
I tried it. It was,
Okay.
that's amazing.
Wanna
I mean,
go in
well,
there?
when she first said that, you know, it was like egg whites, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But,
So people,
Good?
bartenders have been
No
putting
problem.
egg whites in drinks for over
Yeah.
100 years.
It gives you that froth. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what gives you this beautiful foam color
Yeah.
and that nice, like, creamy.
That's not called
silky
head?
texture.
the crazy thing
Not in cocktails.
It's fantastic.
It's froth.
this is
It's
fruity
froth
enough.
and
Like my wife that does not drink bourbon. This is fruity enough and smooth enough.
But it's also.
I believe you had one of these before
that
at Hotel
sweetness.
Tango. You don't remember
There's
that
also-
night.
Dude, wait a minute, was that the night that he came in when we played?
There's no. It's not
I
like
can't
it's a
remember
gut.
And believe me, my night did not get better.
Killed it.
Thank you.
Killed it.
I'm, balance in a cocktail is really important. So, like I was saying earlier, just like cooking, a chef is trying to figure out, like, how is this acid going to work with this fruit and that kind of thing. So I've got to do the same thing when I'm working on recipes. You want it to be well balanced, even if it's a sweet drink. it's got to be balanced out with all the other components, and you really want all of those components to shine. You don't want a melted popsicle that's going to cover up. This is a beautiful bourbon. It's supposed to, cocktails are meant to
You don't want to dump sugar
enhance your
water
spirit.
on just
Yeah.
So
somebody else.
So I know you. I mean, you can't really tell us, but are you working on the next great Katie concoction?
Oh, always.
Oh.
Always.
Sure. She's a mixologist. She's all. I want to see her notebook.
I mean,
wanna
my
see-
5 notebooks.
I want to
You
see
mean?
the notebooks.
They are insane.
This drink alone is worth going to Hotel Tango for. Not to mention, I mean, I've
Yeah,
had a lot of the bourbon. It's delicious. But this drink.
Well, the thing, I guess, because I'm not like big on. I don't like sweet drinks because I mean, if I start on something, I want to be able to drink it, all night.
Yeah.
And this, it's just sweet enough. It's just got that little sour on the end of it, and it's just so damn good.
Yeah.
So balanced.
This is like
Yeah.
the perfect workout
Yeah,
drink.
so for me, this
It's just got
I
everything.
feel left out. I need to make one for me. How about you, Jay?
Well, I mean, I can take more, right?
You
Throw some of-
No,
You
you
can't-
didn't steal. No, you didn't.
yeah.
steal
I
at
mean,
all.
you can't. You absolutely. You gotta get in on it.
I
Hell
guess,
yeah.
I guess for me, the sweetness is the first thing that hits. Then the
And
bourbon,
that's-
then the bourbon comes,
That's this
and then
right here. That's
afterwards
what's being
it's
made
the
with.
sour
The
and the
signature.
bitter. It all
Right
just
there.
kind of pulls together right at the end.
Yep.
It's just
Yeah, that's.
And like I said, so the saline, that's why I love saline, because saline, it's 10-to-1 salt water. So
Okay.
very, very tiny little bit of salt in there, but a saline solution
so this right
that will
here,
help open up all those flavors.
that is also a trick that coffee drinkers use.
Yes,
Like
Yep.
people in the coffee
Absolutely.
because it's literally meant just
Yeah.
to open up flavors.
Huh.
like coffee connoisseurs and stuff.
Cool.
They'll throw a couple drops.
Didn't know that.
It blends and it cuts certain things. And just kind of
All I know, is anybody even remotely interested in what's going on here today?
Yeah, we got a few people in there.
Yeah.
I've got the smallest TV screen up there, but
Well, I know.
size doesn't matter.
I do want to say my our good friend Chad, who is out in Washington State.
Chad, I can't wait to see you this month.
He's the one who bid on the special oak.
Oat.
Oat whiskey.
Thank you. The oat whiskey that we did that.
It was back in
Combat
March.
cancer.
It was Combat Cancer that Kevin Batt put together for Quentin Batten, and that we played in, and we all we all here on the show and Guitarlos and I we signed that bottle, and it went for I don't know $150 or whatever. So we were totally stoked because we figured it would probably have gone for at least 300 had we not signed it.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
And our buddy Chad was gracious enough to make that final bid and get it. And but he's coming out actually 3 weeks from. He'll be out in a couple weeks. He's going to do a couple 13th floor shows, and he's a great drummer.
Yeah,
but
really good.
he's going to. Our drummer Scott has graciously agreed to give up his throne for a few songs to let him jam with us. At Mark's Pub.
That's awesome. Thank you, Scott.
And we'll be there on, I don't know, it's like the 27th.
And where's Mark's Pubs at?
Mark's Pub's in Canby. And then we're headlining, 13th floors headlining and closing out the Jonesboro River Rally at the end of this month. It's a 4-day, it's the largest motorcycle rally in the state of Indiana. It attracts about 15,000 bikes and from all over the world. And it's like a mini Sturgis, but it's phenomenal. And we were lucky enough to be the headliners for their Saturday night to close out the Saturday night show. But Chad's going to be in town for that, and we are going to. You should come over for that if you want to drink my tequila.
I would love to drink your tequila. I love tequila.
Where
Tequila you've never had.
well, the story around that is, I've been distilling for a few decades,
Oh, you
and
Yours.
Just a couple of
my
years.
tequila.
Now I'm intrigued.
And so I had never met. I
Do you
mean,
hear
you know,
about
I've done vodkas and of course my corn liquor and everything. But Chad's like, well, dude, he's a huge tequila guy, and so he's like, hey, have you ever done a tequila? And I'm like, no. So I did it's triple dark, man. I'm calling it my triple X Williams Añejo tequila. And it is black. It looks like this bottle right here. You hold it up to the light, that's kind of purple, and I've never tasted it. So the first unveiling of it is going to be on your show in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Because I told him, I said, I'll make it. He was supposed to come back last year because he comes out every year. We have a lot of fun and we do a lot of drinking and a lot of partying. And he always says that he needs a vacation after he's been in the Hoosier land for a week because he's not accustomed to freedom being out there in Washington State. And, so I told him, I said, I'll make it. And I said, we'll do it. So it's an añejo. And he was supposed to be back last year and he couldn't for reasons. And so he's coming back this year. And so it sat in charred white oak for almost 2 years. And it's been bottled now for 6 months. So it's 2.5 years old. And I did smell it and it smells. I'm really interested in the honest opinion of what you guys think, really, because I've never done it. So there's no trial and error because I've never, you talk about the corn liquors or that kind of stuff. I can be like, yeah, I got trial and error out the ass, but this is the first run on a tequila.
I love tequila.
But I mean, agave it's a completely different beast.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, and it's interesting because there's not as much sugars in it. I mean, the agave, so it's kind of hard, to, and so I did I used my reflux still and did a triple distillation on it. And
this was all in Mexico, by the way.
Yes, it absolutely was. And my friend Pedro, hooked me up with all of the, So, but he will be here on the show in 3 weeks. Pedro. Yep. To vouch for everything that's going on. Yeah.
So I'm going to ask a weird question, but do you have I don't even know how this is done, so I'm going to ask a really ignorant sounding ass question. But do you know how to check proof?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what is the proof on that then?
The proof on this will be a standard 80.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that is legally a tequila in the U.S.
Absolutely, yes.
So like in Cabo, most of theirs are like 35. So if they want to export,
Correct.
they got to up it.
They gotta
Proves
boost
up
it.
the recipe because all they really do most of the time is that.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know that.
Well, it's funny. I've been a huge tequila fan. I mean, my whole life, really. And it's always interesting because people, be like, "Ooh, tequila," and then they look at you and they're like,
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, there's a picture of it, man. There's a picture of it out in the sunlight.
You'll never see a darker tequila.
And but I usually do triple distill or double distill at least, and then I triple filter.
So can I have one question? What did that
In Mexico.
What did that come off the still at?
It came off right at about a little over 100.
Yeah.
And then I proofed it down.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, with the reflux still, you could get that proof up.
You could,
but your quantity goes down. And I don't, man, I'll go deep into, from the heads. I'll make sure I am way into the hearts before I start my cuts. And then I make sure that I start cutting well before the tails.
The rest
because
of that
I don't give a
right
shit, because
along.
it's like, if you're going to drink it, if you're going to drink it, then that's going to be, I only want the best. So,
I mean, that's a good way to look at it too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they'll start making their cuts and they'll get a little bit into
I did.
heads. And they'll start saving heads and a little bit of hearts.
Well, I mean, some people will actually take both, man, and they'll redistill them because you can squeeze some out. And I'm like, nah, dude.
No, if you're deep in the hearts and you're leaving deep in the hearts before the tails, then that tells you right there. That's all I want to hear.
Yeah, and like I said, that right there, I'm excited because I know, and so since you are such a huge tequila fan, I would really like your opinion as well. Because I mean, honestly, I have not tasted it. I'll be tasting it the first time, and
and I'm gonna be honest.
it's not like my bubble gum shine, sir.
Oh.
It will not be like my bubble gum shine.
Shine is delicious.
So,
But I mean, if it's shit, I'm gonna tell you shit.
I know. Well, if it is,
You met me.
I know.
You already know.
I love you. I'm not playing fucking though.
But
Hold no punches.
all I'm going to tell you is I'm feeling a little vulnerable coming on your show
It's
with my
okay.
virgin tequila.
It's all right. Look, if it's not great straight up, I bet it'll make a great fucking mixer.
Well, no, we are not going to defile it by mixing it with anything.
Long Island iced teas all around.
Barry and Gene are on, dude.
Oh, wait, tequila in Long Island.
Also, Miss Taryn,
Could be. Who knows? Make no one.
Miss Taryn, we've got a special Taylor Swift cocktail in the tasting room the whole weekend. She'll be in town. Don't you worry.
Cool.
I was going to say something about that, but apparently you're one ahead there. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you need to jump in, dude. I mean, we realize you need seriously, dude, you're so popular. You need a show technician. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, you can't run the show and be the host. Not anymore. It's just getting too much for you.
Sure.
Do you like your drink, though?
I love the drink.
All right.
The drink is amazing. Mine's done. I drank all of mine.
It's incredible. Thank you.
Which, by the way, we're trying all this Hotel Tango stuff. Is there a reason?
I know what you're getting to. But I have one question.
He has a lot
You
of
can go
questions.
see. It's fine.
No.
You have permission.
Just raise your hand.
Yeah.
You can go. It's fine.
If I come to Hotel Tango, is that something I can order?
Yes.
This weekend.
Well, so the one we just tried.
Yes.
Yeah.
The P&G special.
Yes, that's what I was saying. And so the name of the drink is actually the Sour Ugly Truth.
Sour Ugly Truth.
It was
Okay.
it was named and created before I met Pope and Guitarlos, but they loved it. So it's now like my nickname, the P&G
So if I
special.
go there and order it, they'll know.
But yes, and it's not actually on our menu. It's you got to know somebody.
Well, we know somebody.
It's on the secret menu.
This is awesome. All right.
It is a fun drink.
Oh my God, I love it too.
It's just, again, I go back to I'm not much for. I was never a huge cocktail fan because I was such a purist about everything.
You didn't have the right bartender.
Well, all I know is that you were like, oh, that you have. I swear to God, you have to try it. You literally have to try it. I mean,
this is kind of like McDonald's. How McDonald's fries were scientifically engineered to hit every taste bud.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
you're working on the sweet, you're working
Yeah.
on the
Yeah. Everything's there.
I'm trying to hit all those.
It's all
taste
there.
buds,
It's
like,
perfect.
work of magic here.
well, and that was the thing is that also too, it's not so dry that I feel like, I've been smoking all day and I've got cotton mouth. You know what I mean? It's like, it's got and I can actually still sing. That was the thing, right? Because I drink a lot of those.
Fresh
Oh.
glass.
But I was afraid if I had too many, I probably couldn't play guitar.
That's the reason why you only had 2, dude, and I had 3.
Yeah, when the neck looks like it's bending and your fingers
Six.
feel like you really want it, it's time to back off.
All right. So just because I know what you're getting at, let's
What's he getting at?
talk. She's gonna pour these. Let's talk about it quick, and then we'll go to the bar camera so she can give us a
Little
close up.
baby.
Well, hold
one
on,
for Jeff.
I'm
This
back to
is
charging,
very high
so-
curves.
Oh, are we?
I think I'm going to follow Jeff's
So
lead.
we'll just
Yeah.
hand it over to
Yeah.
Rich here. Let him show the camera.
Oh,
It's this one right here,
will
dude.
do.
Yeah.
It's this one.
So as we put these Glencairns of goodness out,
Yeah.
there's a special event coming up next Saturday, right?
Yes, there is.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, there is.
Is it yours?
What is it?
Well, there's a 10th anniversary party. This is at Hotel Tango, which makes sense.
We'll let Katie explain
I'll show off the bottle.
the
okay?
birthday.
Oh yeah, we got to show off the bottle first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And that, right? I've been told that's the pre-bottle. That's not even.
Yeah, this is actually the prototype bottle, so the label will look a little different, but it releases on Saturday, so this is what I can get my hands on for now.
So
Well, we appreciate your team allowing you to bring this because there's not very many people that have taste tested this 10-year, right?
No, I haven't even tried this yet.
No kidding.
I cannot explain how much I appreciate you bringing this bottle over here tonight and having us taste it a week before its release.
Yeah, I'm
blown away.
Dude, your show just went 10 went 10 points, so don't screw it up.
Yeah, that's
I'm
so we're at 11
I
now.
So yeah, this Saturday is our 10-year anniversary party. It will be 10 years since Hotel Tango Distillery opened, which, you know, on a personal note, I've been with the company in a couple of weeks will be 4 years. So like, you know, 40% of the lifespan of this company.
Yeah, but you opened Hotel Tango Zionsville, which was a phenomenal place.
I was actually hired into the company specifically to open the Zionsville location. And that store was my baby. I had such a great time there, and I'm happy the company has kept me around, obviously, since I love this company so much. So on Saturday, we are celebrating our 10-year anniversary since we unlocked the doors to the distillery for the very first time. And we're going to have a huge party. We've got a lot going on. Pope and Guitarlos are going to be coming and hanging with us from noon to 4.
We'll be there too.
We've got the Whiskey and Glass Bourbon Review showing up. Hopefully we can get them into one of my guided tastings. You know?
Wait a minute. Now, you know we're going to want to be part of the guided tasting. We have to play from 12 to 4. Can we taste like before so that we'll be kind of lubed up?
I mean, I feel like you know a guy. Let's see if we can work this out. But yeah, I'll be doing guided tastings in our new experience cage all day. We are putting Travis, the Tango of Hotel Tango, we're putting his ass in the dunk tank, and
nice.
I'll be first in line to be throwing the ball. I swear to God. I love Travis so much. He is one of the most amazing men I've ever met in my life, but I've earned my dues. I'm ducking that dude.
And I'll say this is one of the coolest things that I think we've done on the channel.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I would consider this a pre-release.
You got the Hotel Tango pre-release party, dude.
Tried this one.
Damn right. So I mean, look at this.
First of all, I'd like to thank you, and then
appreciate
whoever got you.
I'm honored to be here.
Whoever got you the bottle.
Miss Kelsey, we love her.
Thank you, Miss Kelsey.
Oh, that's gonna hit you.
But this is a 10-year unreleased bourbon. This comes in at 128 proof from what I saw on the label.
128.4.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, if I was the only one in this room with this bottle, I'd be bricked up right now. That's how excited I am.
Is that your generation's way of saying totally fucked up? Is that because I didn't?
No. Bricked up.
Bricked up.
Other way.
Is that like turn up? I don't know what that.
There you go.
I still don't know.
So the mash on this, like I said, I've never tried this one, but I'm really excited to because it's the same mash as a reserve whiskey, as a reserve bourbon that we used to have and no longer have because it was limited release. It is so first off,
there's not a barrel down there somewhere somebody's holding on to.
No, it's all gone. Believe me, that was like my wedding bourbon. I have tried everything. Yeah, because I talked the guys into giving me a bottle of that a week before it was released for my wedding. So
Perfect.
I'm kind of a spoiled brat in the company. I'm sorry.
Hey,
this is
you've earned it. You've earned it.
This has been aged for 10 years. It is 75% corn, 15% wheat, and 10% barley. So no rye in this at all. It's going to have a little sweeter flavor profile just from the grain, but also you're going to get more of those wood sugars from the aging process and more of that filtration from the aging
I'm gonna tell you
process.
right now, there are 10-year-old bourbons that I can pull off the shelf right now that don't have the color that this one has.
Well, I just want you to know
How about the
that
taste?
I was already
We're getting there.
I was already informed that if there's anything left, I get to take it home. So I'm just
Wait
wanna let
a
you know.
minute. Wait a
This is a
minute.
prototype bottle. I've got to take it back to you. This isn't mine.
There might be 5 guys ready to tackle you on the way out. I'm just saying.
You know, I'd flex for y'all, but I'd rip my shirt. Take it down a notch.
All right. So
Let's try this.
do we all want to get a nose on it real quick?
Well, we've already been nosing it.
I've been
so-
nosing it too. I know what I'm picking.
Mm.
I know what I'm picking up.
Dude, I'm getting a ton of it.
Well,
I'm getting
give us the
butterscotch.
professional opinion.
I get, like Rob was saying, the butterscotch. I get a lot of
Yeah.
caramel.
Caramel,
A lot of
butterscotch.
caramel. Yeah.
I'm heavy on the
Those
caramel.
really sweet tones. And
Mm.
It is very
just
sweet.
a
I'm gonna
little
tell you,
bit of smokiness on
Yeah,
the
there's
back
milkiness
end.
on the back
Look
end.
at that.
for a 10-year bourbon, I'm getting way more sweet notes than I am.
That's
the oak
beautiful.
and smoke.
Yeah.
But it's there. The oak is not left.
Dude, I think you should. I think you need to invest in, a whiskey cam, literally just for the close up.
We're working
You
on it.
know what I'm saying?
Holy
I mean, dude, you went and got a second refrigerator. I mean, holy hell!
Cheers.
We found that in Rob's
Cheers.
garage.
Cheers.
God, look at that.
That's amazing. Sorry, I may have cheated.
No.
Oh,
But
okay.
Woo!
That is like a red hot,
On the back end, it gives
Yeah.
you the red hot.
but
it does.
it's not. It's not.
I get the red hot that you're talking about on the back end. But it's not.
That's the weird.
Oh,
part.
really?
I get it on the front end, and it just kind of
I've still
dissipates.
got some heat here.
Yeah.
So what is this going
I
to do?
get that on the back
I have
end.
no
Wait a minute,
idea.
wait a minute,
I
wait a
really
minute,
have
wait a
no idea.
Explain to Guitarlos what you're doing, and the
Someone-
rest of the
what just
folks out there that may not
Someone's
know.
blessing our bourbon. What's going on here?
I
That would
am
be you.
blessing your bourbon.
Jesus water, in case anybody.
I did bless that water before the show, so just so you know.
We're legit.
Yeah.
That's why I'm burning.
This is holy bourbon now.
So especially with it being that high of a proof,
Yeah.
we all felt that kind of heat
Yeah.
Oh,
at
yeah.
the end of it,
Yeah.
because it is high proof.
I
But
love that.
I do too. But
But it
and with being that high proof, you can get more. It's a more like in your face kind of
Yeah.
flavor.
Mhm.
A couple drops of water will open up the
Holy water.
grains.
Yeah.
Holy water.
Yes.
Pope water.
I don't give a shit about holy water, but we got some Pope water.
He's on sabbatical. It's Pope water, not holy water.
A couple of drops of water will really kind of open up the
Yeah.
flavors of your whiskeys. That's all I was doing. This is a
Wow.
This is a Japanese sugar, so it's specifically measured drops,
Holy
just
cow.
so that you get
Wow.
a couple of drops
Did-
rather than
Did you
Try to
instantly
throw-
tell the difference?
Oh, yeah.
It was incredible.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Seriously, it was
Wow.
incredible. Did you put some magic in my mind right now? Is that really what that was? Because I know we blessed that water before we started, but I'm just saying.
I'll try.
I am kind of
like the way it is.
a science person.
Wait,
so-
seriously, dude. I
It
mean,
is the science of it all.
give it a little swirl.
It's cool.
that turns
It's
into
amazing.
magic.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
nose is-
See that's the Bill Cosby shit like that.
Now
We're all
I
doomed.
see you over there shaking Jade tonight.
Yes, the stone fruit.
Yeah,
kind
I
of
get the- I
flavor
get
to it,
peaches.
You know what? It even changes.
and I even
It does.
I don't get the schmallow, but I get like marshmallow, peaches and marshmallow on the nose.
See, I
I can see that.
Hmm.
That
I don't know- I
sweetness
don't know-
just gets opened up.
Yeah.
dude, I always just pick up it just must be how my profile is, because I always pick up it's accentuated as the spice.
Mhm.
I love the spice, and I just
Yeah.
It's just
There is no wrong way to taste. And what I've learned is that most people, when you're tasting a whiskey, it's very much associated with memory, right?
Yep.
So if you've
Yep.
never tried cinnamon in the raw, you don't know what cinnamon tastes like. So that's not something you're going to pick up from anything you're tasting. You are working off of what your brain remembers.
Yep.
Right.
And whatever you smell, whatever you taste, it's working off of your memories to bring that to the forefront. So when people say like they taste leather, and like I'm not that good of a whiskey person. I'm working on it, but like I don't know what leather tastes like. So I don't necessarily.
well, you should lick some.
Like I get the smell. I get that smell. Okay, that makes more sense to me now. You guys tend to try a little more whiskey than I do.
I'll say that this
Well, that's because they're a bunch of lushes.
Oh, and I like gin and tequila. So
I'm a tequila
I
man.
like my whiskey, but
So for the proof that this is, even after the drops of water, because that's not going to drop the proof that much.
no,
The sweetness that comes through,
It really, yeah.
it's
Really opened it up.
amazing.
So what I
I'm in
I
love
think
with
it's
it.
fireball candy to begin with.
Mhm.
That first bite of that big red fireball candy.
Yeah.
After the water, it's like the third or fourth layer of
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
sweetness. It's when the
It's
red is worn
sweet.
off and that cinnamon's worn off, you get that sweetness of that.
But it's
piece of
not
candy.
like it's. I don't want.
Like wrapped in
I don't want to
caramel,
discourage
though.
anyone.
Yeah.
Not cinnamon.
It's not sweet like sugar sweet.
Yeah.
It's a bourbon sweet.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
it's subtle and it's on the palate. I got that on the nose. What I got from this, I got peaches after she dripped it. I got peaches, and then I got just a slight marshmallow.
I don't know, man. It opened up more of a almost a flavor explosion for me when you
Almost
when
like
you,
there was a
when you did the
little
drop.
more vanilla that came.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get-
Water.
Sugary.
So I personally get vanilla and stone fruit, which is why I understand him saying peaches. Like
You
like
get a
almost
Guitarlos?
cranberries or
I mean, because he's fucking stuff.
Nothing but low hanging fruit tonight. Nothing but low hanging fruit tonight. We always We all. It's all good.
All right, I know that no one here is gonna believe this. Nobody's gonna believe this shit.
it's 9 o'clock and he
I
hasn't
gotta
peed
pee.
yet. Hold up.
Apparently, excitement expands your bladder.
Yep.
I don't know. I do.
I have left the building.
I will have to tell you that here at the whiskey glass and bourbon review, they have plied me with this right here, and I can tell you I'm not a huge bourbon infused beer drinker, but this is a milk stout imperial. It's about 12%, and it is as smooth can be. And I mean, to where you literally could sit and drink these all night. They're not very sweet.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, you could eat these with
Amazing
the
how it
donuts in the
changed.
morning. And as far as that goes, just about any time of the day, which, considering you said it's what, 9 o'clock? Okay, it's 9 o'clock. So I'm drinking it at 9 o'clock too. So thank you, sir, for this, because I've never had this. It is it just says
And-
Kentucky.
We
Thank you
also
for the zombie dust.
Yeah,
That's good.
Thank you for the water.
So you know
What do you mean
that
to
10 years
please? I
going to be
mean-
retailing for?
Um,
I understand that.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Market price.
Market price, exactly. Exactly.
I believe it's around the $100 mark. I don't quote me. I don't know for sure, but it has been aged for 10 years. So
Right.
we've had to sit on this for a long time.
I'm gonna tell you right now that we're gonna need at least 3 bottles, because I know our buddy Chuck coming in who bid on and won your oak. He's gonna want one. That's what I said, right?
No, you
And I
said
need to meet
with
this
a
guy
K, you
because the
said
oak
K.
is my
Yeah.
favorite.
you said
How do you-
Oak.
Dude, how do you know? T and K sound just right.
I heard it. She
She's
heard
got
it.
Maybe we need to do oak whiskey.
You know, we age everything in oak barrels.
Right.
You know, I'm a fan of double oak. If you can give me a double oak.
You know, I'll talk to our distiller. I just hang out and make drinks.
Well, I'm
Our
just simply saying
distiller-
right now that
Our
seriously,
distiller is a mad genius, and I feel like
at least 3.
I just try to compliment what he does because he is amazing.
Well, who is he?
Amazing.
Bobby Yates is our head distiller. Has been for years. He used to be a brewer for Daredevil.
We
I
love
know you guys.
we play at
love
Daredevil
Daredevil.
quite often.
Yeah, he used to
What
be,
is that? What is that you drink?
Ripcord.
Oh,
The
see, that's
double
because you
IPA.
get ripped.
Yeah.
And I
Double IPA
drink
for a non-drinker?
the
Oh,
it's called Beautiful Dreams.
So that's actually where the oat whiskey came from. Is Bobby's
It's oat.
background with Bobby's background with beer. He wanted to essentially take an oatmeal stout kind of feel and turn it into a spirit.
Huh.
And I think he nailed it with that oat
Mhm.
whiskey. I know you guys have done it on the show before.
It was we tasted it, and I mean, because it was incredible. We loved it. Matter of fact, when I talked to Chad
Before this.
when I talked to Chad when we were on the show the last time, he said that there was about this much left in the bottle, so he had
Nice.
personally drank it all himself.
You better come see me at the tasting room.
Well, he unfortunately he won't be in town on the 14th. He doesn't get in until like the 24th. But
Well, we have it in the tasting room all the time.
well, maybe you know what? Maybe we'll drive over. I'll call you. We'll drive over and during the day, and he can partake. The problem is he's got to fly back to Washington State, so he's got to figure out how to get it all shipped over there via UPS.
Wrap it in bubble wrap. Tell the post office it's olive oil.
That's fine.
We'll
That's
just tell him it's Grandma's Sam.
So with that, we do have some comments on there. So Julie said, Rich, you should stop hogging the show. Apparently, you've been talking too much.
What?
No, we've been told.
Oh, he's right here.
Okay, Julie. Thanks. I'll be quiet now.
What? Oh, you sang a country song last night? What?
More than one.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
More than
More
one.
No,
It
The place exploded.
It was
That was the
Southern
best-
rock.
Oh, Montgomery Gentry is not
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
rock.
You don't
Yeah, hey,
thanks,
thanks, Mac. Thanks.
We didn't pour anything new while I was gone, did we?
And
Yeah, dude, we've already had 2 or 3. You were, I mean,
Yeah, you
Is
missed
that
it.
still the
You
10
missed
years?
it all.
you need to like invest in a colostomy bag or something.
even Rob is saying,
I want you to think of
Rob, this is the
butter
second time or third
Oh,
time
yeah.
or fourth time. We lost count. He had to go pee. The seal was broken hours ago.
I get
Ask
very
McDonald. Ask McDonald. He says last night I sang a country song. He's going to have to personally name it before I'm going to have to own up
See,
to it.
that's
So
what's- that's
All right,
why I
Mike
like-
McDonald.
that's one of the reasons.
Tell us what Pope sang last
Even
night.
one straight out of the bottle.
he's probably not even listening now. He's probably asleep.
If you can name the country song that Pope sang last night, he will drink a zombie dust.
Yeah.
Live on air.
No, I will not.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Even
Your zombie fairy dust.
drinking out of different spots.
Incredible. But
That's
nothing's.
different things.
Have you tried the zombie ice?
There's
It's a
side
double.
effect.
There is.
Yeah.
There is.
It's pretty
I do want to do a shout out. I saw
Science
there,
and me
Tammy.
is-
Tammy was up there.
Oh, yeah.
Tammy does. If you go out to 13th
I have a
floor
chemistry
or
degree.
Pope and Guitarlos show, Tammy does all of the video and all of the photography for everything that you see posted on our media channel. So thank you, Tammy, because she does a phenomenal job. Otherwise, you wouldn't get to experience
I'm so
the P&G
excited
show.
about this. I haven't
Well,
tried this
gee,
before.
heaven forbid you show up. Right?
Exactly. Don't you show up and actually experience it live?
Oh, this is beautiful.
I mean, you might actually get a country song.
It's candy.
It's
I would
beautiful.
What-
You fall festing all day?
Small festing. Yeah, we went and saw some arts and crap.
It is
The
Southern
Marching
Rock.
Crowd.
See? Southern Rock. And Rob, you're right, man. We are bringing back adult diapers for Rob, and the problem is finding the right size. They keep leaking. You know what I mean?
XL.
I thought it was XS.
No, XL. No, dude, my dick's bigger than that.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, it's
Oops.
sorry.
I don't know. It's usually at this point where you go completely off the rails, where all of a sudden Katie's kind of like, "Well, that's it for now." Because
No,
I live 5 minutes away.
yeah, we're gonna need to get a hold of HR.
Go to Little Road.
Dr. Jones will get him.
Yeah.
He's fine.
I'm digging a hole out of the basement.
But wait a minute.
I grew up with brothers, and I can hang with them.
She's got
Probably tougher
five
than half y'all. So.
five heathen. Well, certainly more than Rob.
Bench press this guy.
you got
Light work. It's
a sister that would give you a run for that fucking.
I don't want to.
Dude, all I'm saying is that smiley face you painted on it really is freaking me out.
And all he was trying to do was be friendly.
Wow. At what point does your show go completely off?
It's
We went
gone.
rogue.
It's gone. It's done 10 minutes ago.
It's done it one other time. One other time. It's done this.
Was Pope here?
No,
Don't you ever blame me for it.
no, completely innocent from this one. No,
I am always completely innocent, sir.
No,
I am
Always.
sir.
I was as pure as driven snow until I met Guitarlos.
Yeah.
Sir.
But wait a minute.
Sir.
You brought 3 whiskeys, and I believe I've only tasted
I
2.
did. I think we're out of time though.
There's no time.
There's no.
There's no time.
No. What else you got?
Let's move this over. Although this was certainly the doll of the show.
Oh, this was the main attraction. This
Yes.
is what I came for right
That was
here.
incredible.
Well,
10-year
Thank you.
party, 10-year bourbon. We're gonna have some fun.
Oh yeah.
well, Guitarlos and I are playing from 12 to 4. We'll be there probably around 10:30 because we're gonna grub and you only get to drink one.
Okay,
pre-show.
Dad.
I think it goes.
I mean, he still has to work.
My
You know what I
nose
mean?
had sneakiest.
and you guys actually do a show after the fact, right? At Vinny's, right?
Yeah, we have a show
We-
that night as well.
We do have a show Saturday night from 8 to 11.
So I bought a
at Vinny's.
guitar specifically just for this weekend,
Mhm.
and I already broke it.
Oh
But I already fixed it.
Well, that's because he was trying to fix it to break it.
Well, the action was a little high, so I took apart the saddle, and the way that the routing is for the Pizio under saddle pickup, there's a little bend, and I crimped it, and it opened it.
Well,
$90 later.
We played
You
at
just blew his mind with whatever you just said.
I was listening intently, but
Dude,
I'm
you-
like,
you-
Okay.
No saddles and strings. except for that
acoustic
guy.
acoustic
Nope.
guitar. You plug in
My
the,
brother is a
the strings
luthier.
come out of the body, right? And there's a part that it goes over. Then there's the hole that you strum over.
do you want to know how a positive track and a Pontiac works?
I already know.
Oh,
Yeah, you see.
Oh shit!
Hey, he is the Guitarlos. He is the guitar.
My brother is a luthier.
you've gained my position about that.
Ooh, hey, band money, dude.
Huh?
Her brother makes custom made guitars.
My brother's a luthier. Went to school
Get
at
outta here.
Roberto Venn. Like
No kidding.
there's only 2 schools in the United States that teach you how to build guitars.
Yeah.
He'll take a plank of wood the size of this bar and turn it into a guitar.
Dude,
No
Takes
kidding.
about 6 months to do.
Dude.
Right. Yeah.
But
dude,
the
Dude.
most talented woodworker I have ever met in my life. He
I
is
have,
a luthier and he will design whatever the hell you want.
I have,
Hook
I
the
have
brother up
some-
with your brother.
yeah.
I mean,
I have some
to do from
really
hand,
good
but-
hardwoods, man.
I'll do it in a week and charge you 25%.
That's the reason that this bar doesn't have a urinal.
If I want something, if I want something fixed, I only want it fixed once. You know
If
what I
I
mean?
want shit, I'll call you.
Who builds a bar and doesn't put a urinal in it?
That's about what I had initially, and that's why I took this apart to
3
look at it.
pallets,
So I'm putting it back
construction
together, and they didn't
glue, and a
really
little
pay
bit of
attention,
paper.
and it pinched it
I'm
just
kidding.
enough where it
I'm kidding.
opened.
No, listen to her.
I put it all back together. I'm
Well,
strung
what
it.
is
I've never plugged
what's
it in.
what's the other one
Great.
that you brought?
We played
I'm interested in that.
Spencer Winery.
I
Is that the
got
rye?
There's no,
Our
I'm like,
rye whiskey too. So
it was.
So what you end up doing for the show? You might get some.
I
Oh,
didn't
yeah?
even play that guitar.
We can
took-
just swirl a little water in it and drink it.
Well, that way with tunings and things like that. We do.
Did you not know what was going on tonight?
Don't fill your cooler.
Did you
I'm
see the
done. I'm gonna-
pre-production? Of course, I
The
did.
pre-production was a show. Let me tell you.
We have a camera hanging from the ceiling by a clamp.
Oh,
What are you?
was this one yours?
I say
The one that was
adapt and
in right here.
overcome, sir.
No, that was.
Was it yours?
I think
That
it
was my
mine.
other one. Or
These
No,
two
this
are
one-
mine.
This one's mine. That's the one I use. Yeah.
Look at Katie taking care of business.
No,
we're,
right?
we're rinsing glasses so we can taste this properly because man, the 10-year was amazing, guys. I haven't even tried that yet.
That
Guys,
was- wow.
okay, this one is
was-
shaped wrong.
It was incredible.
This month's
I
for
think you
yours.
just gave him.
I did.
Yeah,
Shut up.
I don't know what's going on.
Jesus, I don't know.
I don't like the shape
I'm
of
trying to get you.
No, dude.
I know she wants.
Maybe he gives him herpes. Maybe he gives you herpes. Who knows?
Each other herpes, like different symptoms.
You can't get it twice, can you?
Look at Rob. Rob's like, bring out number 3.
All right,
I'm
We're
okay.
like, we're tired of listening to you guys, your drunkenness.
that's what you do.
Yeah. Hold on.
You said that was yours.
I got a little buzz after drinking that. that 10-year.
Every bit of it.
Every bit
All
of
of
it.
them.
The IPA.
Here comes the
Not
rock.
just one, but
Hey,
all of them.
Let me.
First of all, if you're gonna give it to me, I don't want just part of it.
Go light, please.
You're gonna
I
get
do.
all of
I do
them.
want to ask a. I'm going to be like Rob, and I'm going to ask a question.
That's a fight that comes
Okay.
later.
He's over there having his own conversation.
Thank you.
I'm listening.
You don't have to drink it all.
When
No, it's.
You don't wanna know.
when you guys do, first of all, we do a lot of stuff with American Legions. We love our veterans.
Yes.
You guys love your veterans, obviously.
Obviously.
And you guys every year you partner with American Legion. Is that correct?
Yes.
For the red, white, and bourbon.
Yes, it is. It is actually our signature bourbon, the one we tried first.
This one right here.
Yep.
That's what we
But
took
it has a
home.
really
That's
cool
what we
label.
took home.
But we
That is
do
what we took
a
home.
That
red,
was
white, and
good
blue
stuff.
It is.
American flag label on it
Yes.
because, well, and that's there. It's twofold. First off, to just let you know we're partnering with the American Legion, but on the back end of it, it helps us track to make sure specifically that because each one of those bottles. A portion comes right off the top and goes straight to the American Legion. Like we don't even
Very
see
cool.
that. It
Mhm.
goes right to the American Legion.
And that's
But
for
I-
the Be the One campaign.
The Be the One campaign. Yes. And we run that. It usually starts the beginning of May. So like we're thinking Memorial Day, but we launch it usually a couple weeks before,
Mhm.
usually like the first weekend of May, and we run it through the 4th of July. Every single one of those bottles, like it's bought, a portion goes to the
Mhm.
American Legion, but I also make a specialty cocktail for the tasting room every year that runs at least the whole month of May. There's in the past we've done it like Memorial Day to 4th of July or something like that, but usually the whole month of May. This
Okay.
is a promotional, our drink to donate cocktail. So every single one of the cocktails, 10% comes right off the
Oh,
top.
that's
and
phenomenal.
goes to
We
the
didn't know that
American
'cause-
Legion as
No,
well.
that's awesome.
And I make a different one every year. So-
Well, you know, because I mean, we
per cocktail, not a per bottle.
Yeah.
Per-
Yeah, well,
Well,
it's
per
per
bottle.
bottle.
It's per bottle and cocktail.
Per cocktail.
per
So,
cocktail.
yeah, because we,
Yeah.
we were fortunate enough. 13th Floor was fortunate enough for the last 2 years. We did the Be the One campaign at Post 45 in Noblesville,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
did and
Did
Holly
one
was
in,
there for
Halea.
Halea
Yeah.
was there for that.
Post 500 too.
And we did the one at the Post 500 Legion. And of course, because
That was
for
2 years ago.
that was
right?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was 13th floor.
Yeah.
Both times.
Right.
And it's our beautiful signature bourbon. It's the
Incredible.
same bourbon,
Yep.
just differently.
For the viewers, right? So it's not just the bottle; it's the drinks too that you.
Yes.
The money goes to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It-
It is. We have a special drink in the tasting room that
That is
specifically
amazing.
goes
That
to
is
partner with them.
unreal. You
We
don't
do-
see that. It's usually a per bottle type thing. You don't see
Yeah.
it in really.
Well, if you
We
search for
partner-
Be the One campaign,
Yeah.
you'll find it.
that's unreal.
That's not the only organization we work with, though.
Yeah.
Like, we try to. It's not every month, but there are several months throughout the year that we do a drink to donate program. So, like, I've worked with we've done a fundraiser for Indianapolis Fire Department. We do during the month of June, we do a Pride Vodka, and we work with the Modern Military Association. We've worked with one of the humane societies or something like.
Yeah.
Well, that was
Yeah.
Mutt Runner or something,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
We
And you-
sponsor the Mud Cup every year, which is in benefit of the what is it? Face Animal Clinic.
Dude, didn't you?
Face,
You
yeah.
and your
Face,
wife were just
yes.
looking at dogs, weren't you?
Today, yeah. We
So-
look.
You
can
sound
look
so
all
excited.
day long.
You sound so excited.
She can
He's like,
look.
yeah, today,
right,
yeah.
You can look all day long.
The Drink to Donate program is one of my favorite projects. I love how much Hotel Tango wants to give back to the community that we live in and the community we come from. Especially that, like Pope said, we love our vets. That is where we come from. So we specifically work with different military groups throughout the year. And that's a really fun way for me to express my creativity and
It's because you're
come up with a new cocktail. And like I've got that heart that I want to help the community, but what the fuck can I do? So on Facebook,
No.
what can I do to help the community? Well, I make beautiful cocktails.
Yeah.
And if somebody's going to come in and buy one of my drinks and it's going to go to a good cause, I've now been able to contribute something.
You know what? The world plays nicer on bourbon.
You're not wrong.
That
on
is true.
sir.
True.
I play nicer around bourbon, so that
Everything.
makes sense. But this is our rye whiskey.
No, and
Well,
We're getting way off track here.
I'm see,
Let's try the last one.
have you not watched this show?
So I wasn't here when we got to do the oat whiskey. The oat whiskey is actually
It's the
my
oak one?
favorite. Oat. Pope is killing me with this, and
I get a lot of the oat whiskey.
Yeah,
on your nose with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It smells very oaty.
yes, that was the first time I tried the oat whiskey. All I could think about was being in my grandma's kitchen when she was making oatmeal cookies.
Mm.
Like not the taste of oatmeal cookies,
It's the
but the
smell.
taste you get when you smell them baking.
Mm.
So I designed a cocktail that tastes just like that.
Not
this
your
is
not your
not
grandma's
your
oatmeal
cookie, which is on the menu.
Awesome.
Be sure to ask.
All I can tell you is I've never tasted my grandma's cookie, but
Thank goodness.
yeah, but yours was
And with
delicious.
that, we're done tonight.
Don't tell my husband. Honey, if you're watching, he didn't mean that.
Grandma, he didn't mean that.
Grandma, he didn't mean that. This is our rye whiskey. This is also a straight whiskey. It's been aged for 2 years. The mash on this it's a really high rye. So you're gonna smell that spice automatically.
That's exactly.
It is 95% rye and 5% barley. So very high rye.
Now is that a
Very
three
high
row?
rye.
Is that a 3 row, single row? You know, row, ROW. Is it a 3 row, single row?
I don't know.
I don't know. We should find out. What's the gentleman's name? That
Bobby Yates.
Bobby.
Bobby.
That's a question for Bobby.
Bobby, do you know 3 row? 3 row?
Are you
Mm.
still awake, babe?
So Mike knows
What do you think of that?
ryes are not generally my thing.
You are not a fan
If
of
you're
rye.
gonna take not the 10-year.
Fair.
You can go the difference.
Generally
What would you
not
say?
mine
Would you
either.
go with
Well,
that, right?
I'm dragging my feet on it
Yeah.
because
I do love rye.
normally I would drink it on the show and they'd make fun of me because what would inherently happen. But
All right,
thank
well,
God I'm off camera. But you all can watch.
You
I-
come over here and
You
do
know what?
me, Skanky Jake.
so now Pope's left
Here.
because that means your way.
Okay.
Grab that bar
That is an
stool.
excellent rye right
There's
there.
one right
That it is.
That
You
is
know
an
what?
excellent rye.
Grab that
Here,
stool.
let me put a drop of water in it for you.
Hey, you know what? I have a little bit left. Put a little bit in mine.
We're not sure of that. We don't know that.
That is a
I'm okay.
Let me put a drop of water in
No,
it.
it's fine. Let's not mess with okayness.
Let's
Hold
take
on.
okay,
Dude,
this
he
great
is the
thing.
professional,
yeah.
man. Don't wave off the
I
professional.
realized,
I'm literally working.
Bartender.
and I was like,
Listen
hey,
to
I
the
need you right
bartender.
Yeah, exactly.
You walk down here with a bourbon on your shirt,
At the end
thinking
of the
you're
day,
the
I'm just a
expert.
bartender. I want to make a blog.
Yeah,
I've been working on a blog.
Tammy says the
Oh,
favorite is
just
the
a bar.
Smallow.
I do
Yeah,
love
that's-
this Mallow.
This
But
blog.
you know, I'm already so sugar sweet that if I drink any of that Smallow, I could overdose. So I don't, you know.
My notebooks are.
he could be the walking.
Good though.
Have you ever seen Goodwill
You take a
Hunting?
drink, we
where
all
you're
get the
like-
diabetes.
Mr.
Like
Mr.
my
Cross,
notebooks
Mr. Cross
look
likes to
that,
ride too.
but they're in a spiral because I don't.
Let's be
I don't know,
honest.
Mike. I gotta
Right,
tell you,
that's
dude. I'm kind of thinking.
Me,
I don't know.
I like the
house.
reserve. Yeah.
You like the house?
Yeah.
Put the water in it.
The P&G show are going with the house, dude.
Rolling with the house.
Mike
going
likes
with the
anything in a
Now it's
glass.
gone,
Let's
it's
be
full
honest.
spice
House.
House. We're going with the house.
Yep.
I don't know
On
if I
the
like
nose.
that.
We got
Beyond
shot
this,
fight with
I'd
bull
say
snot.
the
I don't know
house.
what bull snot's about. What are we talking
But
about?
fair.
Both not.
I'm an acquired taste.
I don't. Right.
Yeah, hide that comment because I mean
You know what?
we could get flagged on Facebook and get shut down. What are you doing?
Uh-oh. Are we in trouble?
Not yet.
You know what?
About 45 minutes ago, we were in trouble. We're good now.
You know what? This
Oh,
is actually.
bull
Stu-
all right.
Stuart's not been moderating.
It's a beautiful ride.
You know what? He's been part of this reality.
Hey, Mike,
Oh, we're good. It just says
People
bull
that
snot,
like
Pope is not
Angels
sweet.
Envy,
We're good.
dash and things on
Facebook
Envy, but a
agrees.
different aging process.
Yeah. which I had. It's not, honestly.
Oh, she's saying bull's not because I'm not sweet?
Yeah,
That's what she said.
exactly.
Well, that's bullshit.
Well,
Mark Zuckerberg approves. So
Hey, Mike,
yep.
you're good.
I'm gonna let me take a. I'm sorry. See, right there, I'm gonna take a poll. He says I'm the sweetest motherfucker he knows.
don't
Anybody
know
else
too
want to
many
go?
people.
I'm not
does
the
he?
only one to drop an F-bomb on the show. So you are the sweetest mofo I know.
Hey, you're a decent guy.
You seem to be ripping his
Good guy.
pants. So
You're a good
I
guy.
love
and I'm
you
happy
too.
about my slogan.
We've gone to decent guy. That's good.
you keep telling me I'm a rock star. So
You are a rock star.
You're okay, but you're no Eddie.
I know. Nobody blows me up like
Dude.
Pope does.
Dude, are you trying to make me cry? You know I'm sensitive.
I got you right to the edge, didn't I?
For a ride?
Mike, what I was gonna ask you was,
No. Not usually a ride person, but I
He doesn't even watch this show.
Something about community standards. I don't know.
You said something about
the other
Being
ride
sweet,
was
and I'm like,
actually- this actually, I can
Eddie's
drink
more
this
sweet
ride.
than you.
You know, most rides give
Well,
me
Eddie is.
Fireproof?
Eddie is more
Yeah.
sweet.
three
Yes,
rooms. The other one gets it's all right.
No,
Eddie, you don't
You
watch
like
the
the
show, but
Metallica
if you were,
blackened, right?
you are
I'll
sweet.
get more of the
Metallica
taste.
blackened
It
ride.
doesn't run off the rails, dude. There's like
Is that
five
the one you're here for,
minutes.
right?
Look, the queen knows. The Facebook spelling. My wife, the
Yeah,
Facebook spelling.
son,
The
Got it.
son says we're violating community standards. Yeah, you would
Yeah, I
know.
don't know. So the Facebook spelling.
Facebook jail is beyond scale.
It's really
That's what it does for me. It's
Hope
very
is not sweet.
it's hard
Tammy?
for some people.
That
You're preaching to the choir.
Some people
Well, I'm trying to figure it
when they
You're about ready to get
you know,
fired
they try
for
whiskey,
being
all
the
they can
official
taste is
photographer.
the
If you
fire.
keep that shit up.
Oh no, you've got a
It
job
takes
for as
you-
long as you want.
you don't know.
You just got a promotion.
You're not a whiskey person.
Okay, now,
I'm a huge Jack Daniels person.
We-
Oh, me too.
I'm not either.
hey, I tell you what though. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I do want to put Guitarlos under a little pressure
Yes.
Uh-oh.
I'm
because
here
I
for
like
it.
to see Guitarlos under pressure. He's looking at me
By
going,
the
gotta
look on
go.
his face.
All right, see you guys.
Just taste.
I will tell you, you did, and thank you so much for bringing the P&G drink special with the hotel. Thank
That
you.
was incredible.
Thank you for
Thank
the
you.
reaction you got. I told Mike, I was like, well, I feel like if you're going to bring me on the show, I have to bring a cocktail. So we were trying to coordinate like what kind of cocktails.
There was
bring.
planning involved
And
with
then-
Stuart.
No, not really. Not really. He was like, okay. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? And he's like, okay.
This was planning involved.
And then he
for
found out you
guys.
guys were showing up, and I was like, okay, I've got the cocktail that these guys freaking love, and let's just not say anything. You've never tried, you've never done our regular bourbon on the show, so I'm gonna bring our regular bourbon to taste, and then I'm gonna make the P&G cocktail. Because I was so excited to see what your reaction was going to be. It was fucking perfect.
Awesome. Awesome.
Well,
You definitely made our night.
you did make our night because we were talking about it at last night's show during the break, and we were saying, I wonder what kind of concoction you're going to bring to the show tomorrow, because we were stoked about being here. It was like you just have no idea.
I really wanted to bring something new, but at the same time, once I found out you guys were showing up, I was,
Well, thank you.
we've got a
Thank you.
classic we enjoy.
Thank you.
It is incredible.
It is incredible. And
Thank
I have a question though. I gotta know because we've just kind of been off the rails here the whole time.
The whole time.
The whole time.
Really? I thought we were kind of.
Oh, we've
Sorry,
been,
guys.
Yeah, we've been doing great the whole time. I'm sure there are people out there commenting that
Nickelback.
dude, you see, this end of the bar has been interfacing with the virtual audience.
I
You?
want to make sure someone.
You and Skanky J have been in your own whiskey and glass
Me too.
universe.
for an hour and a half.
That's what I was thinking. It's an all request show Saturday, right? All request.
You see what
It's
he's
an
like?
all request show, right?
I'm
Saturday?
bringing out the midgets, Sonda. Bringing them out.
Hello.
How long?
Send
I'm
all
gonna tell
your
you right now.
send all your requests to Pope. Just walk up to him. He loves that. Just ask him. Just walk up to him and ask him.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Please,
Hour and 20.
I fucking hate it when
Sorry.
people
Write it on a napkin and bring it up to him.
shut up.
Oh,
what Barry Manilow do now?
I am going to buy a package of napkins just for Saturday. Oh, this is going to be great.
I'm gonna show up.
You all can suck it. I'm just telling you right now.
Whoa!
Yeah.
He had this lady. He wrote down like 10 songs on a napkin, right? And she gives it to me. I'm like, oh, thanks. I just set it down. Then, of course, she writes another one for him. And she's going through the list with him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I sent you guys a song months ago that you know how to perform. So.
Was it my friend?
Oh.
Well, I will
Eating
tell you.
Fresco, smoking dope and rock and roll.
I sent it to him. He ain't learned it yet.
I've been working on guitars. Been working on brand new guitars I brought.
Hey,
You did bring the guitar. I mean, that's fine.
I know a guy.
That's true.
I will tell you this, and this is the pressure I said earlier about putting on
I'll
Guitarlos.
fix it for you, but it's not going to.
My brother's a professional. I know a guy.
We've had so many people who have suggested that we do. They're like, man, because
Blackberry smoke.
well, no, we do blackberry smoke.
Oh, you do.
You do,
Yeah.
but
Blackstone cherry.
we've had
Oh, yeah.
people because we will
Hollywood.
our sound checks are always for the P&G show. They're always just off the cuff.
Just
Always.
whatever.
He'll
Make
just start
I know
playing
you
something,
brought
and I'll just
couple
start singing something,
What do you got?
and it's
now?
just
As you
random.
should.
And so, if we can get it down, and we're not promising that we will, because this Wednesday
I don't want you to go out of your way.
we're gonna sit down, and
No one knows how big the studio is.
the first thing that we're actually looking to do, it would possibly be, and it certainly would be, our very first Pope and Guitarlos original song
Unofficial.
The one
You gotta sound that
on the 14th.
Dude, I can't wait.
Tell them your toes are cold.
and we are dedicating it to Hotel Tango's 10-year anniversary.
Will you do me a
Oh,
favor
I
just brought these
and tell them Katie needs to hear this?
For my
Because
next
otherwise,
one.
I'm doing guided
We're-
tasting.
We
And
won't
I don't
play it until you're available.
Unless you're available, we won't play.
You just got to tell my manager. We're gonna play this song. We need to make sure Katie can hear this.
So all I'm going to tell you is
Katie needs 5 minutes.
Solid.
Okay?
Yep, they're not
solid.
Let's
Right
plan
there.
this, because I don't want to miss that.
That's a
Okay.
story.
We-
So do we need to tell TMZ that this is happening? Because
Yes. I'm going to tell you right now, it is
You're not
the
making
world
shit.
premiere of the Pope and Guitarlos show, first original song, and we're dedicating it to Hotel Tango's
You
10-year
walked down the
anniversary.
stairs one time. I looked.
Nice.
Right out of the
Oh
gate.
yeah. Thank you so much.
Well, you guys supported us from the very beginning. 3 years
We
ago,
love
you
guys.
3 years ago, you guys supported us, and you've had us
I'm
out.
fucking with
We've
you.
played at
You
your
gotta
place
get down with the
almost
same
as many
dirty level
times
of
as we've
fucking
played
bullshit that I do.
anywhere
Yeah.
outside of Vinny's.
Me
I
too.
love it.
So
I love it. It's,
yeah,
you guys are amazing, and we love your support as well.
I don't know what that is.
well, when your
We're
folks,
so
I wanna
happy
try
to
this.
have you guys for our 10-year anniversary. It would
That
be
seems
right to not have you guys.
well, you know, when we did the Liberty Call, the last Liberty Call at ATZ, what was it, last year?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Last
When we
July.
last year, like July, when you called us up and said, "Would you guys come out?"
Yeah.
I mean, we were so honored. There was
We're
no
like,
way we're
yeah,
not
we're
coming.
going.
So if you get a chance, it's 11 to 11.
Yes.
11 to 11 that day. Yep.
11 to 11,
Activities all
September
day
14th,
Next Saturday.
this coming Saturday.
This coming
And
Saturday.
you guys play 12 to 4.
And
They
we
play
play 12 to 4.
I'll
and
be
then-
doing guided
and then-
tastings all day of different whiskeys that we have.
And then Guitarlos' birthday is on Monday.
Ugh.
He'll be 75. I mean,
Yeah.
this tells you
Rob's
right
birthday
now.
on
Rob's
Saturday,
birthday on
too.
Saturday.
Oh, you're gonna have to come up and sing happy birthday to yourself.
I'll be there.
Because at our place, we
I won't do that, but I'll
sing
stand
happy
right
birthday to you. We require that you do it yourself because we're not a jukebox.
I'll stand right next to you.
You don't get a
I have a
choice.
special birthday shot.
I'll hold your butt cheek while you play it.
Ooh,
Oh,
You know,
got his
I've-
attention.
I've
I'll hold
learned.
your butt cheek while you play it,
I-
and I'll hold your butt cheek while you play it. Like this.
double.
I
Double-
saw him on the bar. He claimed a
Deal.
little bit.
He's got a plan.
I don't know, man. That's.
And then I'll buy you a drink afterwards.
I'm gonna need to speak to HR
I'll
because
buy you-
this
I'll
is
buy you
becoming a little out of my
I'll
comfort
buy you
zone.
a drink afterwards.
I'm just saying, a little out of my comfort zone.
I'll buy
Just,
you one
just so
of
you
these.
know, he's HR here. I don't know what to tell you.
I own HR.
HR doesn't stand for huge erection. Okay.
No,
Oh,
you don't
you're
have to
not.
worry about
You're not
that.
HR.
Oh,
You don't have to worry about that. Oh, that's way out of the scope.
Is anybody hanging out with us? Anybody at
We're
all?
all here.
I don't
Harper's
think-
here.
Even Harper came downstairs. She's done with it.
Girl,
Hey, Mike Cross, I'm gonna call security, man.
I had
free bird. Oh,
out of nowhere something came into the chat here.
we got moondrops.
We
What?
got a
they want Pope in the
we
drunk
got
tank.
we got
in the dunk
something in
tank.
here that
Dunk
came in
drunk.
the
I think that is a
that
great
say that?
idea.
Oh,
I said that.
dude.
That is-
I'm gonna keep sending you the same shit I've been
Do you
sending you,
guys
son,
have
and you keep that shit up.
I got all the time in the world.
Oh, I meant like.
All I'm trying to do is
in
just
the
help you with
dunk
your
tank,
phobia.
because You guys have a double show that day.
Not till 8 o'clock.
Did Jack
got
brought
plenty of
this.
time.
Jack brought
Skanky Jake.
this.
Rick
Are we
made this
allowed
happen.
to?
We'll make this happen.
Are we allowed to try this?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Well,
I mean,
Skanky Jake.
Say
again.
I looked at
can you
it.
tell us anything about this?
No, he hadn't told us anything about it.
Barrel proof bourbon. What does that mean?
He
What?
brought it up here and said it's a barrel proof. I
It's
said,
117.
I like barrel proofs.
Okay.
Listen, in
I get it.
typical
117.
J fashion, I came completely unprepared. I grabbed some bourbon from my liquor cabinet.
I was
Said, I'll bring this.
Very, very
unhinged and ready to call the drama.
There was no research done but I was proud to say I was sober when I showed up, which I thought was doing really good for me.
Well, so for anybody out there that doesn't know, barrel proof means it's the proof it comes out of the barrel.
Yeah, there's a
And
little
Has
this
not
is-
been cut.
So it's not been cut at
No.
all. It's 117.42.
Which I'll say,
Nice.
good proof.
So all I know is
For a barrel proof, though, it's a little light.
It is,
so
but it's
It's a little
probably
light.
a young. Do you know how long this has been aged?
So again, no research done, but this is what I can tell you. They're out of Fortville, Indiana, which is I don't live in Fortville, but that is my neck of the woods over on the east side.
But I love it even more because it's that's why I like it.
Yeah, and
Like Hotel
given-
Tango, okay?
given that
Support
it's,
Indiana.
I can't imagine it's more than a 2 year just because the distillery is new.
Yeah.
Dude, so
You can't leave an empty space anymore. What just happened?
So the mash on this is 60% corn, 36% rye,
Start talking.
leave it to the professional.
4% barley.
So this is right.
And it says, it does say
It is
age,
right high.
aged a minimum of 5 years.
That actually surprised me.
Wow.
So that surprises me too,
That means they were
because
aging
I haven't known a moon drops that long.
They were clearly aging
pretty
it
high,
before
right?
they opened the distillery up.
Well, so
You look good over there.
most distilleries,
Thank you, Jay.
most whiskey distilleries
Pope, are you running this
order
now?
stuff
Run
from
this.
MGP or
I'm trying to
Midwest.
listen to what she's saying because I'm trying to be.
trying to
That
learn.
is
trying to
probably
learn.
this is probably their recipe that they
Had someone else make
ordered
one.
out of
I know how it
MGP or Middle West, something like that.
I've got some.
But they get to this is their whiskey because it's their recipe blend.
I'm
That makes
just, does this sound like
It sounded
creamy
like
male
it had
vocal?
high rye, so it's gonna be hot.
It's hot, but it's good though.
Where's my
There's-
glass?
It's hot.
Right
Right
there.
here.
No, that's Mike's.
It is mine.
I just want to know.
Yours is over there.
Is
Jeff,
it-
Jeff has got yours.
No, I carried.
No, yours is over there.
Hey,
Don't be
does
playing
his
with me.
mic sound like creamy male vocal? Creamy.
Hey, Pope,
What?
remove your lips from
What do
around
they
his
call
mic.
that? Like,
Oh, trust me, I don't even know what kind of store I would get.
guitar
From
tones
around.
and-
You can't suck on a guy's mic and ask him.
Creamy.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
You want to showcase?
I'll remember later to the doing.
Are we still live?
Yes, we are.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm out of
Jesus.
Fortville.
Cheers. Jesus. No, it's just a Pope. I know.
Hey,
Yeah.
Pope. Rob.
White hair.
They don't even know.
Confusing.
Rob said don't touch any buttons.
Where is Rob?
I'm going to
Rob
touch all
said
the
don't
buttons.
touch any buttons.
I know he's there. Where is physically?
Rob, does this mic sound like creamy male vocal? No.
No, I'm
Where's
Rob.
the other dude?
Man, I'm
Why are you?
I'm the Rob now. Look at me.
That's Rob.
I'm the Rob now. Look at me.
I hate my life.
Hey, we're supposed to be
We are.
talking about
Cheers.
this.
Yes.
What is this?
This is from
Just
Moondrop.
act-
This is
it's
what
not bad.
this is
No,
what
it's-
Jeff brought. He derailed Hotel Tango. I mean, if we were going to
Listen,
do
you
an
just
extra
confuse
one,
everybody.
No, you
I
think
would
you
have done the
real
whole
Hotel Tango and a
That's
dog shit.
so,
But
Cool,
I'll be
huh?
honest about it though.
what do you mean?
It's harsh as compared to the Hotel Tango. we were.
Woo! Ooh, pretzel.
Alright. Okay, yeah.
It's sweet. It smells sweet. It drinks like
I need
brown
Pretzel.
sugar.
Pretzel
I tell
help.
you what,
It's high
I
rise.
need some water.
it's high
It's
right. I will be honest with you, it's nowhere near as delicious
Oh, yeah.
as this.
That's good.
I'm being honest.
He had to bring something of comparative value.
I'm sorry, it
I
would take
assumed
me
it
a
would be
minute
young.
to figure out a cocktail with that.
No,
Ooh.
you're not.
Well, she has to say that. She
Shut
is
up.
I'm
promoted.
sorry.
Listen, I have bourbon at home that I know is
It's
good.
sweet.
I actually have drank this, but I don't remember what it tastes like.
It's-
so I was drunk.
To me, it's spicy.
I figured I'd bring
Very
it. We could,
spicy, but
it
It's got a lot of
But you know what?
spice
Okay,
that
so wait a minute.
not
Somebody
my-
has to take control of the show, and I guess it's going to be me since
Like you either got
I am in the control command center. Okay, let's go to Guitarlos. Guitarlos.
I didn't, Rob, I didn't bring the guitar.
What is this?
Sorry.
Yes.
Guitarlos, what did you think of the Moondrop Distillery?
Ouch.
Ouch. Okay, one word. Okay, no. You got to wait, Skanky J. You'll have your turn. Robert.
Yes, sir.
What did you think of the Moon Drops Distillery.
I thought it was good.
Guitarlos, just so you know, because you weren't paying attention like normal. He said
My
out.
reaction was out.
He said out. There's only one word. You only get one word on this in terms of this review. Okay, that's one word, and we're going to go to our expert here. We're going to go to Katie Larson from Hotel Tango Flex Your Place. One word. You get one word to describe it.
Not my jam.
Nope, that's not my jam. That's 3 words. We're gonna have to
You're all
go.
acting like I work there.
Nope.
She says nope. And
Nope
we're gonna go. We're gonna go to Skanky
Not
J.
my jam.
We're gonna go to Skanky J.
So I did bring the bottle.
One word, sir. You did bring the bottle.
One word.
One word, sir. Oh, see, it breaks it down awful hard when you go one word.
Was that
There's
his
a tip
bottle?
for you, Mr.
Later.
Stewart.
That would be my tip.
What's it later? Later.
I said later in the evening.
I'm gonna go. I have to second. I either have to second the nope or the ouch.
I can't argue.
It was a little hot. It was just hot. Yeah.
It's
Okay. Now wait a minute.
Mike says
Dude,
okay.
are you like, I tell you what, I gotta love this boom mic. I'm just moving it. Hey.
You took my
Oh,
spot.
replace that now.
Put a mic condom on it.
Yeah. You know what though? We should.
Wait a minute.
In all fairness, we should try the other one.
We have a Patreon. It's going to
Wait a
be.
minute.
I already.
But Mr. Stewart says that the libation is okayish, which technically qualifies as one word. So we have an ouch, we have a nope.
I didn't say.
What'd you
I said no.
I was unsure.
Well, you see, that's non-committal, and that
I'm
is
sorry.
GAF.
That
dude.
is on the fence.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't right. Well, that's almost like okayish.
You know.
I thought it
I'll
was-
make a decision.
Right?
You know what? It
Have
occurred
to
to me
ball.
on the way over.
Stand
It's
by
like,
what you're doing.
But now wait a minute. Try a second sip of it.
Wait, I
Try a second
We
sip.
got
doesn't
a.
have a second sip.
No, we're on this
If
others.
we're going off the
Let it
rails
fall.
and just
Well, wait a
like
minute. I didn't get what you're pouring.
you did,
I'm
it's
still,
right here.
I'm still drinking this.
Yeah, we'll catch up. Where's your water? Take a sip of water.
I'm gonna need a rinse.
It's like, may I recommend?
It's like a vanilla gin bean.
Probably
So-
not at this point.
Yeah, kind of.
Also
Yeah.
great, but it's.
I don't know if I trust your opinion anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sold.
Here's what I'm gonna
I
say.
haven't trusted your opinion ever.
Here's what I'm gonna
Was
say.
that that?
It kind of reminded me of, because you were talking about memory, and I totally agree.
No,
But it almost reminded me of 1985
Oh no.
and a high school party with Southern Comfort,
What was her name?
where I can't even smell Southern Comfort to this day, and I'll start bullfrogging. So I'm just gonna tell you right now, I kind of got a little bullfroggish. It kind of
So
took me
what
back
we're
to 19. So
saying
this, you should call that alcohol time traveler, because it took me back to 1985.
It took me back to
And
my
you- and
5th high school reunion.
I mean, do
I
you-
have-
We
did
45 minutes.
I've never heard this story. Wait a minute.
So that last one took me back to my 25th high school reunion. I asked for a Jack and Coke, and they smiled and told me, "Tonight you're having whiskey and Coke."
Oh no!
I had a hangover for 3 days.
What were you drinking, sir?
Whiskey and Coke. I
He
don't know
doesn't
what
know.
it was. But I was hungover for 3 days.
time traveler and taking it back, but that just means you
Well,
got to take
How
that
old
back
were
to
you in
your house.
1985, though, is the
Oh,
question.
baby, I was born in 1985.
I do feel compelled to say, the next time that all of us get together, when I know you all are going to be here.
It'll be next Saturday at the 10th anniversary of Hotel
Yeah,
Tango.
it's not far from now.
Well, but I'm not bringing. bourbon. I'm not bringing
Don't
bourbon
bring your
to Hotel
chick to
Tango.
my
It's less than
show.
a week.
I'm not bringing bourbon to Hotel Tango. But next time we're all
Thank you.
on this show, I will bring something that I do actually know what it tastes like. I just grabbed something and I was like,
No,
probably
thank you for
shouldn't
doing
have
that.
Stop.
You
I
know-
love your energy.
Okay, no, we don't. You see, because that energy caused me to expect.
Anyway,
All I want to know is what am I drinking now?
I don't know if it's
If
cleansing
we're,
or
if
not.
we're just going off the rails, we gotta have my
No.
favorite whiskey that Hotel Tango has ever made.
this is the oak whiskey. I got one.
This
It's
is the
uh,
oak whiskey.
This is the oak whiskey.
Our head distiller, Bobby Yates. Like I said, he
Yeah.
comes from the beer world, and he's like a
It's
weird
the,
mad genius.
I kind of whirled it together. It was like
Can I say-
it was the Rob's Gotta Go Pee version.
Can I say
No, it's
that I
not.
haven't seen?
Trade it.
I haven't seen Chuck Norley. I haven't seen Chuck Norley on the comments at all tonight.
Uh-oh.
And so all I'm going to say is he needs to have a rash of shit
Nice work. Oh, yeah.
in 3 weeks from today when he is on the show. He's coming on the show. He's coming on the show. All the way from communist Washington State.
I'm excited to meet him. But,
Are you going to come for that tequila review?
well, I hope so.
3 weeks.
I'll be here. I'll be here.
Talk
Dude,
to,
it's like
talk
musical
to,
chairs.
talk to Ryan about my schedule. I'm usually catching the show. Like, I put my earbuds in and listen to the show while I'm closing down the bar because we close at 8 o'clock on Sundays. So
Here's what I do want to say.
talk to Ryan.
You know,
Tell him I got to be on the show. So
We can always adjust the times. That's
Guitarlos and
We can do
I
that.
we were the inaugural of the re-release of the whiskey.
well, you were, yes.
Of the podcast.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I have to
I
say,
think you were here, right?
yes,
I was.
you were over there drunk in that recliner.
Yeah,
Is where you
right
were
there.
at.
Yeah, I was off camera doing my thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I do have to say, I do try to if I can't catch it live. I mean, you guys, for the most part, start on time. You know, that's the only issue that I have is that
For the
you.
most part,
for the most part, they
we did that one week when you were on.
He didn't start
Yeah.
on time tonight.
Dude, Mr. Calendar.
What time did we start last night when we played at Snyder's Pub, sir?
Right at 9.
Right at 9 o'clock. What time
I
were we
feel like
scheduled to start, sir?
Right at 9.
Right at 9 o'clock. Thank you very much.
Oh,
What time? The last time that the P&G show was here, what time did we start?
I believe it was 8:01 because somebody was doing this on the bar, and I felt uncomfortable.
I feel like this is a Pope and Guitarlos
well,
trend. Not to
when I
whiskey
was in the
glass.
separation, we did start on time.
Let me tell you what.
We were all here
cannot
on
waste
time.
people's time.
It's disrespectful.
It is disrespectful.
Yep.
It's
What-
disrespectful. I mean, and people should just, you should start on time. That's all I'm saying.
Jeff, I'm calling you out on that. We never started on time, ever.
The only time we did is if there was technical issues.
There were always technical issues.
There were no technical issues when Guitarlos and I were down here. We started right on time.
We didn't tell
Do you need
you.
me to come do this?
There,
Something-
there were possible technical issues.
Play, too.
Yeah,
I'll come sit over there.
absolutely.
Run the show from over there and smooth the board over
I
there.
told him he needs a technician because he's struggling. He's struggling. It's too much of a responsibility.
It is.
And then he can just sit here and drink and focus on bringing premium content to his viewers.
Exactly. Premium
So
content.
this is
I'm
my
gonna start on that next week.
whiskey
Wait a
that you
minute.
guys
Wait a minute.
are all
Do you see what's happening right here?
She's like, no, I'm
You guys all been
trying to
strict
go again.
citizens.
on the rail.
Oops.
We haven't talked about it at all.
Oops. I'm dry.
Hendrick
Guitarlos.
No,
County
no.
Police Department hasn't been monitoring this podcast at all.
I hope so. The oat whiskey is my absolute favorite in the lineup. Like,
Yes.
I should say, I do love that 10-year. Oh my god, that was so beautiful.
That was
And
really
I,
good.
I
Yes.
tried it before coming on here.
Rob
I was
wants to
super
know
excited.
how this compares to the Willet pot still. And I will tell you, I have Willet pot still at home. It's a beautiful bottle and a terrible whiskey.
Well, first off, Rob always asks that question, and it's similar to licking the floor.
I'm bringing my will it pot still for you?
Guitarlos.
You can use it to start fires, whatever you care to do with it.
Rob apparently is an agitator. Rob's going to need to be banished from the channel because he's already started. Rob, he's going, we need to hear a song. No, we don't need to hear a song because Guitarlos didn't bring a guitar because this is the Katie Larson Hotel Tango
It's already
show.
fixed, though.
And I have
Not
a guitar
the
here,
Katie show.
but my phone. True story.
Not the Katie show.
Is this
but honored
the, is
to
this
be
the
here.
oat whiskey?
This is the oat whiskey. This is my
Okay.
favorite. This is so.
Did you already drink it, sir?
Fucking asshole.
I'm going to say,
Let's drink all of it. So, already.
Snooze, you lose, right?
you can't toast with an empty glass, dude. It's bad luck.
There's a drop in
Fill
it.
him up.
This is one of my favorite.
Alfred,
This is my
Whiskey.
Hotel Tango favorite right here.
This
Just a dab.
is
This is incredible. This oak whiskey is
oat.
Now I'm going to be honest here. It's not a bad bourbon, and it is better than the Moon.
It's not a bourbon.
For sure.
It's not a bourbon at all.
oh, you're
It's
fixing
not
to
a
get
bourbon at
educated
all.
now, sir.
I open my mouth. Dumb shit comes out.
I'm so sorry.
No, please.
No, educate him.
There are a lot of parameters that make bourbon.
That I'm aware of. Talk to me about what.
There are a lot of parameters that make a whiskey a bourbon, and the big three. I tell people to remember the ABCs. It has to be made in America. A. B. A brand new charred oak barrel.
Correct?
So it's a double B.
And that's
Brand
Kentucky
new.
White Oak.
Brand new
No.
charred oak barrel.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where the barrel comes from.
As long as
It
it's
has
charred.
to be charred oak barrel.
And there's two
Doesn't even have to be a barrel.
Where the hell is charred oak going to come from?
Missouri.
All over the United States.
Most come from Missouri.
Most come from Missouri.
And there's a 2-year minimum.
And, well, no, that's to make it a straight bourbon.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Continue.
The
educating.
Man, we are so educating.
The ABCs has to be made in America.
Dude,
your
you have
A.
to sit
A
over.
America.
You have to sit over
B
in the
Is
the
a double
tag
B.
seat.
Brand new charred oak barrel. Brand new barrel. DB.
Sit over in
C
the
is
tag
cool.
seat.
It has to
Sit over in the tag
Go ahead,
seat.
do that again.
be.
Give you a half hour to quit that.
Sit over
There are
in the tag seat.
You're getting some quality education here.
Tag seat, bro. That is.
There are certain
That's not the-
numbers that it can only come off the still at a certain percent and has to be barreled at a certain percent. And the numbers get convoluted and people like shut their
Who's
brains
the
off.
who's the official?
But
Who's the official?
ABC is the number one of bourbon. Well, there are several regulations in place. And, you know, bourbon actually, fun history fact, bourbon and the Bottled and Bond Act and regulations of bourbon is what set the FDA standards for the United States. That's why we came up with Food and Drug Administration
As a
standards.
government entity,
Is because of
Because
regulating bourbon specifically, because bourbon was getting off the rails, and there were certain bourbon manufacturers that, like, dude, we are making a quality product. We don't want it being sent out there like
Right.
that.
corn whiskey with tobacco spit in it. For color.
Exactly.
There
Dude,
it
is
is.
that like
Tobacco spit and
Shoe
cherry
polish?
is that like
Yeah.
Kiss putting drops
And
of blood
all
in their
that.
album making? Is that
Basically,
is
yeah.
that-
Yeah.
That was
In the
how they
comic
got
book,
the
yeah, same,
color.
same.
Yep.
When you're watering it down, that's how they still got the color. So you
Absolutely.
can sell it.
It'll have to be Pope's blood.
Guitar was such a friend of the sight of blood.
I don't like my own blood. His blood doesn't bother me. Mine, we got a problem.
Yep. The bottled and bond bag.
Maybe a fecal
That's
smear,
what
you know.
started it all.
From a proud Kentuckian, by the way.
I'm gonna say
I don't even
I'm
know.
gonna say that the Roberts. I'm gonna say that the Roberts rules of podcast have been broken so many
Oh,
times.
yeah.
We just said talk about a fecal smear.
You-
So.
Dude, we got really off the rails. Drinking my favorite whiskey.
all of a
So let me interject.
But yet the number one rule is on the wall back there. So that's what it's all about.
Wait a minute.
This is,
Good rule.
Wait a minute.
we make beautiful bourbons, and I'm getting into the world of
Oh, we got a bar store coming up here.
I did want to ask, since this,
whiskey.
since the whiskey is
The last time I heard that, I got happy.
There's no corn in this at all.
Okay. That was my question.
Actually,
Hey.
Tell your
You're
doctor
in
you've
the
already had a
tag seat, bro.
colostomy.
You're in the tag seat.
Oh,
Means you know what you're saying.
there's no
No,
corn in this at all. It has been made in the United States.
Before I
There
drink
is no
this, is
corn
this where we say cheers?
It is 75% malted barley.
Hang on a second. Just wait a second.
I'm lost.
You are lost,
I
and
got
that's why we're
confused.
going to. You see,
Okay.
our
this
mixologist,
whiskey-
who is the professional, who's running the show.
Y'all call me a professional.
That's why she is in the middle.
I mean,
I'm
All
not
I'm gonna say is the people out in the virtual podcast land are saying, please let Katie educate us.
Thanks.
And I'm just trying to let Katie educate us.
So this is not a bourbon at all. There's actually no corn in this, which automatically disqualifies it from a bourbon. Bourbon has to be 51% corn. So this is 75% malted barley, 15% malted oat, 5% smoked wheat.
Smoked wheat.
This is our oat whiskey. And most people don't use oat in a grain in a whiskey. So this is very unique.
I think that wheat sit in a freshman dorm room and you put the towel down under the door and you smoke it out.
Wait, you put a towel on it?
You are not allowed on this show.
That's not the first time you've heard that,
You
actually.
made my favorite spirit taste like. You made my favorite.
A little better.
You made
No,
it
you made her favorite.
Like a skunky dorm room hallway.
Spirit tastes like some college dorm room bong hit.
Exactly.
But if Hotel Tango can come up with that flavor, I'm good with
The
it.
first time I tried this, all I could think about was being in my grandma's kitchen when she was making cookies.
I'm telling you what, I'd have a taste of your grandma's cookie.
Yeah. I don't remember a lot.
We're going back down this road again, aren't we?
Dude, I am taking on grandma's cookie all night long.
Not your cookie. My grandma is rolling over in her grave right now, and she does every time I describe this cocktail because she wasn't a drinker. Is like
Hey, next
every time
Sunday,
I'm like, yes, I designed this drink after my grandma. And she's like, bitch, I hate you. Like, rolls over in her grave, but dude, you dirtied it up.
hey, next Sunday you're banned from Hotel Tango. Just
You're there on Saturday. On Sunday, you're banned.
Well, Guitarlos is there to keep it honest.
Someone's got to, right?
Please. Please.
Yes,
I've got to work all day.
you make one grandma's
I've only
cookie.
got to work 4 hours that day.
I think we've lost damn near everybody from the virtual area because they're like, you guys have just.
We went over
Mike,
for too long.
Mike, I really like this seat over here, and I
It's a nice
really
seat.
like this boom mic.
That's it, Mike.
Look what I got.
Oh,
I also rub my bare.
Wow.
Yeah,
As he does.
okay, so
as I do.
we're trying to keep it professional here on the whiskey
Which, by the
and
way, I
Wax
think we're
bourbon
doing a
review.
great job of.
We started that about 12 seconds ago.
I'm really sorry.
Let me tell you,
Dude,
Any Hotel Tango people?
you
I'm
gotta
sorry.
tag out
We are
Stinky
black.
J, otherwise you cannot be
We
part
really
of the
are.
show.
it is true.
Hell yeah.
You know it's
That's
true.
I
true.
love you guys so
You know we
much.
love
You're
you.
Don't let him tag you out. Just because he's tagging don't mean you got to tag, dude.
It's kind of his show.
As these guys are tagging,
Some level of obligation.
I think you do have obligation if you're gonna. Yeah, I think you do.
I mean, you know,
All right.
let me show up.
Tagging out.
Didn't mean it.
4-letter word.
so before we get too far off the rails,
Dude,
next
What?
Saturday,
Really?
Hotel Tango, 12 to 4.
12 to
12 to 4, Pope and Guitarlos.
Yeah.
11 to 11, Katie is doing guided tastings.
We're going to try to get in on that.
I'm sorry,
At
but
5 o'clock.
what is a guided tasting for those that don't, the uninitiated like myself?
All right, so kind of. I did like quick guided tasting with you guys, like tell you mash bills and shit. But
Thank you, sir.
so when you do a guided tasting, you come in, you sit down. We've got 4 whiskeys. I talk to you about the mash bill, how long it's been aged, and the proper way to taste a whiskey and all that.
And what
you're
is the
not
cost
into this,
associated with this?
Nominal.
No,
Does not matter.
it doesn't matter. It's $500.
because it's our anniversary party. So it's like a first
Oh,
person
that's right.
basis.
So
Who's
if
Mike?
Andy J shows up, you're gonna limit him, right?
Well, that might
Fuck
be
yeah.
I would do that. I'll have a driver.
the experience.
Here's
will
what I'll
far
say.
exceed the cost.
Dude,
You guys show up.
you are in a tag seat now,
I
sir.
think it's like we're just doing tastings all day.
Okay.
Here's this. Could be it very well could be first come first serve type thing.
So can we reserve it online or just
What are we
Is it
doing?
first come, first serve?
I think it's I'm scheduled to do guided tastings on the hour, every hour. So I feel
Starting
like,
at 11.
and this is not a ticketed event. So I feel like it's,
It should be.
nobody is explaining the
it should
rules.
very well
But
hey?
I feel like it's a first.
So it starts at 11. So we will be there at 11:07.
We're gonna do some tastings, right? So
All I'm gonna say is the Pope and Guitarlos show is from 12 to 4.
Yep.
We are beyond excited that we were even thought about to be part of this 10-year anniversary show.
Hotel
Because-
Tango loves Pope and Guitarlos.
Yeah, well, we love you
If
guys.
they don't, I love Pope and Guitarlos.
10, maybe.
Well, you do have a pretty fucking face. I'll give you that.
I tried.
We actually
I
did.
did.
We actually did, and
That was my baby.
we were
Like,
so
literally.
we were so unbelievably just. I mean, really, beyond
I can't do it.
appreciative
I cannot
that
do
you
it.
guys would have us out the
I
Fletcher
try to
Place.
be serious.
And Fletcher Place, if you guys have never been to Fletcher Place, you
It's
should come Saturday. It is incredible.
You were there once.
This building is historic.
Fletcher Place. You were there.
It's a historical building.
How did we hate?
1880.
The cocktails are good, apparently.
1880s.
1880.
The brick,
Clearly.
I love
the fireplace. I mean, everything.
The fireplace is
2 weeks ago, yeah.
our
guys built that.
owners built that. Yeah. Our owner's dad built that.
Are you going to take control, sir, at some point in time of your show?
I tried about 10 minutes ago and it went off the rail. So
Yeah. Everybody else.
why don't we
accused of being places doing things.
I actually
why don't we wrap this up and we can just hang out here for a few more minutes until oh no.
My own
Nope.
company
We're not done yet.
promote
Can we wrap
Hotel
this?
Tango.
Can we wrap this?
Larson Blind Swine.
What is it?
It's
Wait a minute. We're about ready to learn something, dude. You do not know this, and this is going to be a first on your show.
I do my
start on time.
I do my
A little late for that.
own event bartending. Like I do mixology classes. I will bartend your wedding, or anniversary party or birthday parties,
Like,
all that
my house
bullshit.
for fun.
I am an event bartender by trade and have my own event bartending company, which I teach mixology
what's the name of your
classes
company?
like this. Is Larson Blind Swine.
Blind swine.
Yes.
Oh,
Like,
is that
like Prohibition. So in Prohibition, a speakeasy was like super swanky, and a blind pig was the dive bar Prohibition. So I feel like blind swine is in the middle.
I dig it. I dig it.
Fancy name for a pig.
Fancy, but we can get down and dirty.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna make some fancy cocktails. They can show up in your jeans and cut off t-shirt.
You can show up.
How about my cut off jeans? How about that?
Fuck yeah. We love Daisy Dukes.
I love my jorts. I love my
We
jorts.
love Daisy Dukes.
So is that on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter?
Yeah, working on all of it. I'm on Instagram, and
Cool. We'll
if
link
you
to it.
want, if you want an event bartender, any of this, reach out to Katie Larson.
Well,
Larson Blind Swine.
as the whole night has progressed, we need a bartender. That's for sure.
Hall monitor.
Bartender for hire.
And I blame it because it's
You IPA.
Well, look, you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
have to wait in line.
We all need to be.
Well, thank you for everyone.
I did that too. Hey, watch that third step.
I peed in the vent.
Oh no.
It was that one, which is weird.
That's why we call it Skanky
Yeah, I
J.
appreciate the effort.
Hey,
Had a great night. Thank you.
thank you for everyone that showed up tonight, especially Katie, who actually made some amazing drinks. So
We're winding down.
we should be winding down. What time is it? 10 something? 10:09.
2 hours.
Yeah.
We've been on 2 hours.
All right. So we should shut this down without Pope here, right? Yeah. All right. So we should have. Yes. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight.
Yes.
Thank you from Hotel Tango.
Yes.
Pope couldn't hang till the end, apparently.
No, he had to go.
Let him know about that.
Pee out his poop water.
If you want a cocktail, we make. I have a super talented team
On the
of
Pope side,
bartenders
that's an
that make our
Imperial beer.
cocktail program. So
Yes. But if nothing else, next Saturday
Drink some
from
whiskey.
11 to 11, Hotel Tango, Fletcher Place downtown. Go hang out.
gonna be so
12 to
much
4,
fun.
Pope and Guitarlos will be there.
Yes.
They'll also be at Vinny's Drive Bar after that. So
8 to 11.
8 to 11.
8 to 11.
So
Thank you for the P&G cocktails, by the way. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you for
Yeah.
everything you brought tonight. There's some excellent cocktails tonight and bourbons.
It was
Did-
incredible.
Did we try the second sampling of Skinkle Jake? Because I didn't. I don't know if I had
Didn't
it.
you call it?
we
Wait,
Prove it, dude. I'll leave it.
You know
here.
what?
We're trying to switch up.
you know what? We'll cut this off right now.
Cut this off.
We'll figure this out and then we'll do it. We'll video it. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Pope and Guitarlos. Thank you, Jay. Rob, you gotta go pee. Thank you guys. Hey, you got the computer over there.
Come and see us. Wait, you're supposed to shut shit off, dude.
Yeah, you're in the
Come
control.
and see us on the 14th.
Oh God.
Who's running this?
He literally said,
After
Tap it.